YouTube! What's going on? It's your boy Booda. Back in the building for a summer Last Cloudia live stream. Booda gang in the chat over there. I see you. I think I need to add a background to that so we can actually see each text, right? It's a little bright for the white text. So let's try and fix that real quick. Not sure. Here we go. Background color. Can we go with like that? I don't think it did anything. I don't think it did anything. That'll work. That'll work. Go with the dark text. Hello, Booda gang. Welcome. We're back in the building. Oh, look at that. Chat going crazy. We got Undefinable, Rafiki, Alpha Dog, Vember, Alt Tex in the house, Arkantox, Ahmed, Cody, Yuko, Self, Mr. Wall, Gonzalo, and Hemote. Welcome to the summer update in Last Cloudia. Wave 1, day 1. You can see we're ready to get our tan on, guys. Appreciate it. Looking spiffy. I do appreciate that. Busted out the summer pineapple shirt because I'm just feeling in a good mood, especially with everything that's going on behind me. But what's going on, everyone? We have our sunglasses. Pick Blood Rose? Absolutely. Blood Rose is a fantastic pick. You can see your boy Booda has not selected a unit yet. Guys, I'm hoping the audio sounds a little louder because I did some configuring. I know for some it's always low. It always seems to be very low. And I did some things that I think did help. So we'll see what happens. Someone did call it out. You guys, if you've seen any of my little news and plugins, we have a HelloFresh campaign going on. If you guys haven't tried the service, it's really nice. And we do have a final goal of 50 out of 50 HelloFresh subscriptions. Lady Booda has agreed to do a mukbang with me where we cook our HelloFresh meals, taste them together for your viewing pleasure. We'll see. It's a tall order, I know. But if you haven't tried the service, if not for the mukbang alone, I do believe it's a great product that I've enjoyed long before I even had this sponsorship opportunity. And I think it can just enhance a lot of people's lives in multiple ways. But this is not a HelloFresh sponsored stream in any way, shape, or form. So I'm just going to leave it at that. We're going to leave our little counter in the corner. And I appreciate all of you guys for supporting me on this journey, putting me in this position where we can try to seize these opportunities. With that being said, let's get to some Last Cloudia. So I appreciate you. Yeah, Fabrics, there's no like commands for HelloFresh here because it's YouTube. They're not sponsoring me over here. I just wanted to throw it up there. Someone did do a HelloFresh subscription while we were AFK, so big shout out to them. But we're here. Links are in the description below. I gotta say that, right? That's how you access the link if you're interested in seeing what it's about, trying it out. You get some nice discounts with my little link. But let's take our ticket. I hope a lot of you have been enjoying the unit that they have just handed out to us. Now is an incredible time for new players to start because you can pick up this free unit on day 1. I don't even know what the challenges are because I just logged in on both my main and my free-to-play alt. And it just gave me the ticket. So, I don't know if you're supposed to do anything here, but if not, even better. It's just an easier way to acquire it. So, as a new player, many of you, many of you have seen my video of who to pick. So thank you all for blowing that video up. The big ones are Spirit Maiden Tyria. That's my #1. That's who I picked on my free-to-play alt account. Very excited I was able to do that. And #2 was Maja. Both of them provide so much more than you would intuitively think. Tyria is not just a healer. Maja is not just magic DPS. There's so much utility that comes with both of them. That's why, like, if you're like, what, I have Angela, or I have Shift Eliza already, it doesn't matter. It's not a competition of magic damage with these two. They provide account utility that's just invaluable in our current game. And it's aged so well, and I don't think its use is going to go away anytime soon. Horka! Aloha to you, my friend. So, if anyone doesn't have them and they were able to pick up those units, huge thumbs up from your boy. You can see your boy Booda's not really missing much here. Lance Vale's an easy skip. Eliza's an easy skip. I was thinking about getting Zykes because obviously with a little more focus on him in the current story, I think we're all feeling that a Shift Zykes is due at some point. So I thought about picking him up just so I can start teaching him skills and getting him ready for the Shift form. But what I think I'm going to do is pick up Rabala for the simple fact that she enables exsanguinate debuffing, which I can't take advantage of yet. But when I'm able to get melee, because obviously we'll get her eventually, she is just a great partner to run with melee. Not that it's needed, but it makes for a really fun and synergistic combo. So simply for the exsanguinate buffing, we're going to be picking up Rabala. Oh! The artwork is top tier. That's for sure. What's up, Michigo? DeGroger Rabala. Like I said, for me, Rabala is useful because she provides a specific niche use that no other units do in the game, that being the exsanguinate debuff. DeGrogue is dark DPS that is a nice breaker, but we have plenty of dark DPS that's better than her, and we have plenty of breakers that are better than her. So that choice is very easy for me. But there we go. We've got an advocado god of Rabala. Maybe she's green, and that's where that thought process was for your boy. Mage Millennia Blade of Michaela. Wait, what? Dope background? Yeah, it is. I know. She has some pretty top tier artwork. And there we go. That is some beautiful stuff. Another 1,000 gems at the least to add to the account. We scroll down. We now have the 2 advocates. Still missing the Grogue, so we don't have the full 4, but the pair. Got 30 of these. We're going to use some of our special pots because we've got enough of them. Lord knows. Your boy was able to snag a rainbow potion for the guild login bonus yesterday. And then we ended up with 2 with today's login bonus. Just the handout one. But we're not going to use it. I'm going to save my 100s for some big time units. So we'll just go with the 80 because we have 5 of them. If I don't have Loug Zeus, is Maja still the better pick? 100%. Jay. 100%. Like I said, Loug Zeus provides that top tier DPS, that dark DPS, and a fantastic kit just innately. However, you still need a lot of things to enable him, which you may have if you're an endgame. But Maja provides his XP farm, and the thing with Maja's magic DPS, it's not only that it's potent and powerful, but because his caps are so big, because Starverse is such a nuclear weapon, you can use him to basically cheese. I wouldn't say cheese necessarily, but it's kind of a cheese. Like in situations where you want to burst down enemies' health very quickly before they can start doing anything, that's what Maja's Starverse enables, right? So, for example, the Four Lords event, I forget, Pronouncement of the End, I think it was called. A very simple, easy strategy is just to bring Maja, bring a support Alice nuke, launch that, like, proc a Starverse, get Alice set up, launch her special. As soon as she's done with the special, Maja's Starverse goes off, and then all of the health is gone, right? Whereas if you're going to go in with like a Loug Zeus or any of another top tier DPS, they can get flinched out of their animations, and it's not fast enough DPS to where like the enemies don't start spamming their special. So that's just like a that's a specific scenario, but it just hopefully highlights that Maja's magic damage and the way he pumps out DPS, it serves a utility purpose, right? Nasir, welcome to the Booda Gang. Thank you for subscribing. Hope you enjoy your time here and hope you're able to learn some things from your boy Booda. I have Lenius. Do I need Maja? Again, Lenius can't do Maja's auto farm, so immediately Maja has a use that Lenius can't provide. And like I said, Lenius has incredible magic damage, but he can't do the Maja nuking. Like, he can't do the Maja nuking like I described, right? None of his skills pump out that damage like a Maja Starburst. How'd summons go? Oh, well, that's a good question. There are no summons, Zero. There are no summons at all. I know a lot of you guys are probably sad to hear that. But what we're going to be doing, you guys know, your boy Booda's not in a place where I can spend any money for summons. And this girl right here, after watching Tweaks' live stream, oof. Big oof. Adis did not treat her well, y'all. Basically, my opinion, as it stands, is Summer Leona is a perfect unit that looks great on paper and then just drops the ball heavy in game. So sadly, after watching Tweaks testing, I am not incentivized to get her at all. At all. So basically, the key things that we couldn't know until she was in game. Let's go to her banner, shall we? I'm going to enhance Robula here. Enhance Robula here. We're going to do a summons for her. That's going to happen because what we're going to do in this stream is basically gun for all of the tickets that are available, right? The 10 spin ticket and then the event tickets you can get from the missions. So there will be a summon session for her, but it's literally going to be just that, right? I'm not putting any crystals towards her. I'm not spending anything for her. So, homegirl, where are you? Leona, Princess Summer. So the first thing, this catchin' waves trait is basically as bad as it can feel, right? Because there are things we didn't know reading her on paper. 10 seconds after battle start, gives all allies a wave buff, okay? So that can be a potential 15% increase to skill and ice damage. Or Big Wave buff, which is skill and ice damage plus 30% and damage cap plus 4,000. Now, here's the thing. When this Big Wave buff procs, what you don't really see is that this 4,000 cap is relevant to both skill and ice damage overall. So it's not just plus 4,000. It's plus 8,000 for ice users when they're using skills. Because you're getting 4,000 skill damage cap and you're getting 4,000 ice damage cap. So it's a big old buff. However, through the testing we saw with tweaks, the chances of the Big Wave buff proccing are very small. Or at least a lot lower than 50-50, right? I think myself, I didn't really talk about it in the video, but myself and some others were hoping this would be kind of a 50-50 thing. But it's not. You're going to be getting this wave buff the majority of the time. And it reapplies the buff after 20 seconds. But the wave buff only lasts 10 seconds. Okay, so paint the picture. You wait 10 seconds. You get one of the two buffs. If you get the big wave buff, amazing. You have an incredible boost to ice damage. For 20 seconds, right? Big wave buff lasts 20 seconds until that next reapplication. If you get the wave buff lasts 10 seconds. So you wait 10 seconds. Let's say you get the wave buff. It goes 10 seconds. Then you have no buff for 10 seconds. And then you have to hope that you chance the big wave buff on that reapplication on the 20-second mark. But the majority of the time, you're going to get the wave buff. That's how I understand it. That was the testing I saw with tweaks. He was getting the wave buff a lot of the time. And I think that perception, that observation will be skewed by everyone. Because that's so RNG heavy, I don't care what anyone thinks. There are some people that just have better RNG IRL than other people. So they're going to get the big wave buff, let's say 40 to 60% of the time. Whereas another person, where I imagine like myself, is going to see the big wave buff like 10% of the time. And that is way too unreliable for it to feel good, for it to be like a... So basically, you have to look at this second trait as purely a bonus. You can't factor it in to any strategies that you have. It's just like when it goes active, when you get the big wave, amazing. But you can't judge her based off of that, which I guess I kind of am with my analysis. However, because it's her entire second trait that you basically have to just not think about and hope you get lucky, feels bad. The second part. This girl has breaker. This girl has beach break, which again, super heavy RNG. And even her paid weapon has 50% break on it. Guess what, guys? Even with a fully built break build, she's got average break. Average break. It's just big oof, y'all. Big oof. Literally the worst case scenario. Big oof. Keep in mind, this is all my opinion based off of Tweaks' stream. But if you're a follower of the Booda gang, you're more than likely on the same page with trusting Tweaks' analysis on things. So those two things are the top two criticisms, which just severely hurt how she feels in game. To top it all off, her S3 is really weird with the hit counts. I don't remember exactly the details, but it was like a very inconsistent hit count with the way it's like some of them are close range around her and then it goes into a long range attack, but that long range hit count changes depending on where the enemy is. Like how Tweaks had in his breakdown, I don't think it's just a clean 4 hits around her and then 14 hits long range. There's some kind of weird scaling to the way her hits work. It's kind of like Ardene's S2, how the spread does less hits the farther away they get. And it's not a persisting attack. So she gets flinched out of it like Roy, right? If you interrupt Roy in the middle of his S3, it just stops the S3. Same with her. I don't know if she has chain reaction. I don't think so. I don't think Tweaks tested chain reaction, but I'd have to confirm that. She's not Ice Crow because Crow, as much crap as I've talked about him, his skills at least persist, right? If you throw an S3 and it starts, it's going to go until it finishes, even if he gets flinched. So that alone is a huge boost to usability. She does not have that. And even as fast as her animations looked, another thing you can't determine from those initial release videos is the comboing of the skills. There are certain, like Ardene's S2, the speed at which he can launch S2s makes his DPS so potent. Hers, from what I could tell, don't combo quickly. That's another reason 2B was so impressive, because 2B's skills, you can tap them so fast and they happen so fast that it speeds up that DPS. Hers don't seem to combo into each other like that. So with all of those things in mind, she just dropped the ball. And for me, like, everything that we were waiting to see in game was basically worst case scenario. Average break, the way that trait 2 functions, the way her skills combo into each other. It all feels about as bad as it could have. It's an L. It's an L, y'all. In my opinion. Now, Zero, you said you were enjoying her, though, so I'm interested. Of course. You know, I just ranted on for... I didn't even read anything. So let me go back up. I'm going to catch up here. I'm going to go catch up here. She's pretty gross in Arena, and her regulars are pretty silly. I figured she'd be pretty good in Arena. So that's a plus. That's a plus. Yeah, the trait 2 basically doesn't exist. Yeah, if trait 2 was 50-50 and waves start, it would be much better. I totally agree. To be honest, she's like P5 units. Just ignore that damn trait. It's a small extra thing. The rest of her still feels pretty good. Did we actually expect her break to be good? I expected it to be good, not average. We hoped but figured it was less than 10% chance. They just don't feed us breakers. What do you mean, bro? They just gave us Burren. Big Sag for sure. Yes, 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 yes. She dropped the beach ball, Michigo says. Guess I'll use my ticket on the regular one. Rate her out of 10? I can't. I can't give her a rating without having her. I would never do that. But I'm sure she'll get a rating relatively quickly on the global tier list since, you know, Tweaks had her built and had the OG Leona built, so he did all that testing in like an hour. Solano's going with an 8 out of 10. So what the plan is today, now that you've had my summary on Leona. We're not doing a big summon session, so I understand if people want to get out of here because Booda summons reactions is the only reason the majority of you are here, so I understand. However, what we're going to do, I did start on her event already, and I know that you get a 10 spin ticket for the banner at a certain point. I think it's after you do this initial Monster Manor clear, which we're almost done with. I just need to do 3 more or 4 more. of these. We're going to get the Ice Claw. And then the second round of monster bounties is when we get a 10-spin ticket for the gacha. So that's what we're going to go for in this live stream. So our little ticket summon session will be at the very end of this video. And in the meantime, like the title says, this is just a Q&A for anyone who's new to LC, who just started. Great time. So I figured it's a perfect time for anyone who has questions, me to answer to the best of my abilities. And just enjoy our time together. Playing Last Cloudia on the new update, day 1 of the summer. Mr. Wall saying 8.5 out of 10. I would definitely say she's going to be higher than an 8. I don't think she's going to be an 8. But I could see her anywhere from like an 8.3 to an 8.5. That's just my uneducated guess. Kind of disappointed that it's not Lifeguard Ray. Yeah, it wouldn't sell, my friend. It wouldn't sell. Unfortunately, the beast, like, nothing sells. People are going to summon just because it's Leona in a bikini. That's literally, there's nothing that sells like beach waifus, bro. Well, the thing Arkantox, I think she becomes an above average breaker with the full big wave breaker boost. That 300 monster, anywhere from 200 to 300% increase off that chance. She's probably going to look really good. But the times you're going to see that is literally going to be like 1 out of 10. So you can't count that. You have to have the big wave buff, which we just discussed is going to be hardly ever. And you have to get good RNG on that skill, which then decreases the chances even more. So it just like, I'm not going to bring her into a breaking situation and chance like where I need her to be on that top level, and then she gets bottom level RNG and then I'm not breaking nothing. Like, that's not fun. That's not fun. It's basically like a small percentage of the time she's gonna have impressive break. One time you're gonna see her break a boss like, whoa, and then the other 20 times she's gonna just be dealing nothing impressive. So it feels really bad. It feels really bad. Ahmad, everyone getting SMT and Maja, definitely a good day for everyone. That alone is saving the entire collab. You know what's the most exciting thing for me in this entire collab? I know I'm going backwards, but this freaking, not this one. This item right here, y'all. What is this? Does anyone have the data mined yet? This is an accessory that basically gives Maglion to all damage. Like, what? What? It can't be high. There's no way they put like a 50%. It can't be like Tech Blade. There's no way. If this is a 50% damage mod at max range, this is one of the most disgusting accessories they have ever given us. Of course, that's assumption. And I refuse to believe it's that good. Because this is a free to grind event equipment. It's so random. Storica was highest wanted unit with Summer Beach Pang the Tiger. Listen, we have a furry community in this game, that's for sure. So maybe I can be proved wrong. New Godforge soon is the most exciting part of this update, Rithik. I thought that made you want to cry. But it is exciting, in my opinion, yes. More Godforge gear. Big thumbs up. It's only physical damage. Okay, so another typo on Adis's part. Another typo on Adis's part. Well, anyway, whenever we get the exact details on this, regardless, I mean, then it's like Tech Blade, right? It's like Tech Blade on an accessory. Where is that Booda? Are you referring to my intros that I did occasionally? What do you mean? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't read. I didn't read! Long range physical attacks. Although this is the weirdest freaking translation. Damage dealt is proportional to the distance of long-range physical attacks. There are multiple ways to interpret this. But yes, since it says physical attacks, I can agree that it probably only affects physical attacks. But this is the wrong way to translate this trait. This is how is Tech Blade translated? Put it on Skyle. What are you talking about? Kind of disgusting recommendation is that? All right, let's not waste time, shall we? Physical attacks deal more damage to enemies that are farther away. See, that makes sense. That makes sense. All it had to do was say the same thing. All they had to do was put the exact same trait on the ball. That's all they had to do. Why? Why? Either way, it's still an incredible trait, even if it's just physical attacks, for an accessory. So I'm excited to get it, and I hope it's really good. Lion, welcome to Twitch. I'm assuming, yeah, you followed me over on Twitch, so looking forward to seeing you over there. Oh, look at that. We'll take some gems. Shift Medine. I'm not putting it on Shift Medine. They didn't even have to do a translation. They have an item with this with it already translated. It's so perplexing. It's so perplexing. Too many gems, I know, right? Got 120 of them suckers. Alright, so let's check what monsters we have to get, because I honestly don't know how it's going. Zill, I'm doing very well. I'm enjoying the summertime vibes. I hope y'all are too. I hope you're enjoying the artwork behind. I did a whole revamp of the different profile pictures and channel banners for my YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. So yesterday went super well getting those videos out, doing our sponsored HelloFresh live stream. You could see we got some people subscribed, and you guys have no idea how much the subscriptions help your boy Booda. So it was a great day. I'm feeling really good. Excited to be here. We need to fight these ogres so we can fight them in the plains. The new LR, oh yeah. The new LR I don't even think is worth talking about further. Okay. Okay, they both cost 2 gems. Good to know. I was so unimpressed with Summer Leona. I said, you know what? I'm just going to work on Sea Princess Lila. Just because she gives the bonus XP. And why not? What's nice about the older units is that they cost so much less to upgrade all the way. It's like 1 grimoire of each color. The crystals amounts that you have to do to max out their board is basically just like a heavy discount. I figured, why not? I'll work on her, get the bonus event points, and get another ward. No, Booda, don't tell me she sucks, dude. I went in watching that video yesterday. Twin Souls. She doesn't suck. But she's no standout, my friend. She's no standout unit. They unfortunately cucked her in every area that was possible. It's not. No, this entire playlist that you're hearing is Last Cloudia original music. It's the original soundtracks. What I want to do after this live stream, before the Power Creep podcast tonight, I want to go in and do the same thing I did. Create a playlist for all the new music that we find in the, new areas of the map that we just recently got. So, that's my goal, is to bring you some more Last Cloudia originals. Because thank the heavens, Barleen confirmed with me that it's basically copyright-free music, so I don't get hit by using it. Hello! Akeem just subbed. Welcome to the Booda gang, my friend. Hope you enjoy your stay here. What did I want to put? I had an arc I wanted to put on Sea Princess Lila. I wanted to give her Awaken. That's what I wanted to give her. So, who wants to see a Sea Princess Lila? She would actually work with the new UR, the new Ice UR. Sea Princess Lila Showcase. Oh no. You did pick Maja though, so glass half full. Oh yeah. You got an incredible asset, my friend. No need. No need to be sad. I mean, it's sad that you did, I don't know how many crystals you lost, but in order to create the team you showed off in the Tower of Trials video, you need to pick up Shift Eliza. Should I do that even though I don't have Maja? No, Jason, no. No. Picking up Shift Eliza to create that niche team that really is just like super effective in Tower of Trials does not outweigh the value that Maja provides for the entire account. Guys, I can't stress it enough. I can't stress it enough. For everyone in chat, be careful summoning on Leona banner. Your game crashed mid-pull and your crystals got robbed. That's not true, Eros. That's not how that works. You just didn't get anything. As soon as you hit that summon button, everything that you would have summoned gets added to your account, whether the game crashes or not. I've had that happen plenty of times. You will wait next year for Shift Eliza? Yeah, you'll just have to wait till Valentine's Day. That'll be the next, unless they bring back another like unit DOH selector banner for 30k. The next one that we can assume is the Valentine's Day selector. It has all the waifus ready to go. I will wait next year for Shift Eliza. I just read that. Yeah, I don't, why, Rye? Why are you playing on an emulator? Can you not play Steam for some reason on your computer? Emulators have horrible configuration for Last Cloudia. Because Last Cloudia is optimized for iOS and severely ignored for Android devices, and all the emulators are Android mimics, so that's why. Last year's Valentine's had all non-collab female units on selector and banner. Yeah, they've done that twice now, remember? Booda, do you think Bleach could be the next collab? No. No, I don't. I don't think Last Cloudia can afford it. Any of like the huge titles, I think Bleach, I think Demon Slayer, what's the other one? Black Clover. I think they cost too much. And I think Last Cloudia sticks with like either the low budget collabs, so the titles that you see collabing with every other game, that's in Last Cloudia's price range, along with any of the Square Enix titles, since they have a close connection with them. Desert. What is the best team to beat floors 1 through 80? Anything with a Shift Bayland. Shift Bayland disrespects the hell out of floors 1 through 90. It's disgusting. I autoed floors 1 through 90 with... Not 1 through 90. I autoed floors 1 through 85 with Shift Bayland, Maja, Tyria, and Xbet. That team was just nuts. It was nuts. Alright, so there was one of those skeletons. Tokyo Ghoul collab, hopefully. I just don't know. Brainy, welcome to the Booda gang. Thank you for subscribing. I don't know if that would make them money. It's dope. I like Tokyo Ghoul, but like there's no hype surrounding it at all anymore. And I don't know if Tokyo Ghoul is timeless enough, right? Like Full Metal Alchemist, that's a timeless title. There's enough fans to draw people in. I don't know if there is for Tokyo Ghoul. I feel like it's niche. I keep forgetting to do both of my beast hunters. Spy Family. I've never heard of it, Zero, so I don't know how much trending it could be doing. The anime tainted it? That's a shame. Gundam! I would be so down for a Gundam collab, you have no idea. Bruh. Imagine just like a bunch of Murren-sized Gundams running around the map. Bro, sign me the F up. Super down. Sword Art Online, I could see that happening. I could see that. DMC rerun, I think, is just a money bag waiting to happen. I think it's a money bag waiting to happen. Ooh. Hey, DK! What a lad. What a lad putting up a Granadas. You know what? I want to save him, but I need him. I need that. So, we're going to send him a little friend request. Throw all in for Virgil. Yeah, I know. Virgil, I don't know how Virgil amassed such a fan base. I've never seen a fan base want a character more than the Virgil crew. He's a mystery. Yeah, any of those mystery characters just... Any of those mystery characters just holding people in. He's just cool. Understood. I'm not drinking beer. I found a new energy drink that, you know, of course they advertise as the healthiest out of all energy drinks. But what I do like about this drink is that it doesn't taste super sugary. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I literally wanted to send a friend quest, and by habit, I hit decline. Oh, there goes a frickin' Granadas. They're rare. They're like a rare Pokemon, Granadas friend supports. And I ran away from the battle. I ran away from the freaking battle. He's not a mystery. If you play DMC 1 through 3, you know why he's a G. Cass FG in the house. What's up, my friend? Amen. Can anyone tell me why this this cavern quest, as you're going to see, has one of the most obnoxious wait times to end the quest? You would drop thousands of dollars on Virgil, Trick says. Well, hopefully you get very lucky and you don't have to do that. I wish that for you, my friend. But that statement right there is why I know as soon as they bring back a DMC rerun, the views are going to be nice. They're going to make a ton of money. It's going to be just a win-win for everybody. Dude, look at how long, alright? No dead mobs. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi. 6 seconds! What? Can I also use shift roll into beat? Yeah, you absolutely can, Fabrics, of course. It would work better if you had shift Eliza. However, yes, shift rolling can destroy the tower. A bug? Maybe. It's just annoying. It's just so annoying. That was 16 to 24. That was 8 of them, correct? Because it's 8 per run. 8 ghosts per run. Who did you choose? I chose Rabala Aura. I did not have many units that were missing out of the list available. So I did choose Rabala because she enables exsanguinate debuffing, which is something only she and Melee do. So when I'm able to get Melee, we'll have another team party member that can also apply that debuff. Alright, let's see what happens here, because I'm actually not sure. You've slain all of the beasts on the list. Thank you. One more thing. The curse on this island has been lifted. Well, that was easy. Here's the reward I promised you. Give me that claw, bruh. Give me that claw, bruh. You have a choice of... Oh, that's not even a difficult choice, Cass. It's not even a difficult choice. Ice glove. And then here we go. 80! Oh, this is so disgusting. Well, we're going to be using crystals, y'all. We're going to be using crystals for orb refreshes. Oh, that's disgusting. No, Cass, no. Don't do that, bro. Please. Lord in heaven. You're sleeping. You're sleeping. It's okay, I understand. But you're sleeping on Shift Eliza. That's the grind. Yes, we're gonna... This is the live stream, y'all. This is the grind for it. For 110 spin ticket. 110 spin ticket. How is the sponsor run going? You could see. We've got 6 out of our 50 goal. It's a tall order. It's a tall order to sell y'all on trying out HelloFresh. So, I'm curious if anyone has been interested in it, but then if there's something holding you back. Because, like I said, Lady Booda has been ordering HelloFresh long before I even took the sponsor. That was why I was like, oh, hell yeah. Because I like the product. I know it's good. Hello, Shing. How are you? Well, again, Mr. Wall, it just, you have to buy food, right? And I think there's a misconception of how much the HelloFresh package costs. Because you save money in so many different areas. It's just not a $10 price tag if you go like eat fast food or something. So, I don't know. Food stamps, well, hey, that I can understand. That I can understand. But food stamps, don't they give you like a card info? Because listen, your boy has been on food stamps. I've been on assistance. You can buy, what's it called? You can buy basically non-cooked products. You have to buy everything that's non-cooked. And that's what HelloFresh is. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a stipulation on that. Is it only available in the US? That's a great question. What I know is if you click the link, it will tell you if it's available in your region, right? Clicking the link just takes you to like the first page where you see what's available. And I'm pretty sure, depending on IP addresses, it'll tell you if it's even an option for you. I don't know. That's a good question. Is HelloFresh international? HelloFresh is active in 16 countries on 3 continents, operating more than 20 fulfillment centers. Here we go, guys. Full disclosure, this stream is not sponsored by HelloFresh. Basically, they give me a campaign. They ask for certain deliverables. The only things that are sponsored by HelloFresh are a couple Twitter posts and then the 2 Twitch live streams where we do like HelloFresh showcases, basically. Everything else, I don't know. I might get in trouble for throwing it on here, but I'm kind of just taking that risk. All right. Does it give me the list of countries? Here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to copy this. You want to check out more about where they operate. There's a nice little link for you. My worst chef on LC, Twin Souls. Let me show you. Historically. This one right here. This was such an enormous shaft. Pun intended. For so many different reasons. One, because I had to pity her with the old pity cost of 90,000 free crystals. 2 was because I didn't even want her. And you might be saying, how does that make sense? How do you pity a unit that you don't want? At some point in the summons that I was just casually throwing at her, it became a battle of pride. It became a battle of pride. And every day, it was when I was on vacation, leading up to New Year's, the most recent. Every day I'd wake up, I'd do like 2 multis, and I wouldn't get anything. The next day, 3 multis, get nothing. The next day, 4 multis. The next day, 6 multis. Until eventually, I went crazy and just started summoning. And went all the way to the old 300 medals that you needed to trade in for a unit. Didn't get her UR. Didn't get anything new off of the banner. I got enough SSRs to count on one hand. And it was something you guys didn't get to experience with me. I got to experience it all by myself. Every time I see Sarah, I can feel it in my chest. Just a little irk of pain. It was tragic, y'all. It was tragic. Alright, what do we want to give her? Baby Ghost is understandable. The free-to-plays are hardly survive in the end game period. You are correct. Free-to-play is not a friendly status in the end game of Last Cloudia. Simply for the fact that you run out of content to do. And then the updates are basically just units, right? The content becomes the bi-weekly unit releases. So if you're not spending to get or getting extremely lucky, which as a free-to-play player, you can't get lucky every single banner, and you don't pull the new unit, you basically don't have more content to work on until the next update. So, yeah, no, that's a known thing. Free-to-play, it's not. This game is not free-to-play friendly for the end game grind, basically, which you can beat all of the available content very easily as a free-to-play player. You can beat it. You can clear it. You cannot enjoy every update. You cannot do super well in the tower in time trials or any of the like uber competitive things with ranking. You can't do well as a free-to-play player. So those are the pros and cons. Are you going to start cooking with Booda Galactic? It would depend, right? Like 50's a tall order, especially because it's not like a free trial. Like I'm asking you guys to take a chance and actually drop some cash, right? Which you can try 2 meals. I think it comes out to like $30. So if anyone has ever donated to the channel and you would want to support me with that $30 range, doing a HelloFresh subscription would help me so much more. You have no idea. However, I'm thankful for any decision you guys want to make. That should go without saying. But if this went super well and we could get a lot of people that were interested, yes, I would do regular cooking content. It just depends. I'm going to be doing cooking content. So, like I said, we have, I'm going to be doing like a cooking live stream. I'm going to be doing HelloFresh videos where we get the package, showcase the process, make the food. And then, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, if we hit that 50 out of 50, Lady Booda has agreed to do a mukbang first appearance video. It's a tall order, but that's the incentive. And on top of that, I do believe anyone who tries this, who does cook at home, who wants to learn how to cook, who wants to eat healthier and, you know, get on like kind of a meal prepping grind, it just helps out in so many different areas. Okay. I've been scrolling through this arc list because I don't know what the hell I want to teach Lila. I guess this. We'll teach her Gig a week. Give her Awaken. We're at 75. Just want to say a huge thanks to you and the gang. You got Shift Eliza since you have Shift Roland and Maja. Steven, please don't tell me you didn't get Spirit Maiden Tyria. Please tell me you have her. HelloFresh is very accommodating when there's issues. They add currency to your account if there's moldy, faulty stuff, or missing stuff. And I didn't even know that, Persona. I've been using HelloFresh for probably 6 to 8 months now. And I've never had an issue like that, which is great. So it's good to know that if you do, because obviously they are an international company, they're not going to be freaking perfect. They are accommodating. So that is a big plus. Because someone, I think Vember, who did subscribe, is one of my HelloFresh gang on Discord. We also have a private chat for anyone who wants to join the HelloFresh squad. Tried a different company that does the same kind of thing, and they were adamant about not returning any money. Like, they delivered some stuff, it went bad, it was not good, and they were like, oh, well, no refunds, sorry. So yeah, that's a big concern that a lot of people have, I think. Oh, don't look at me. Free to play is a better way to go, to be honest, Galactic says. Now listen, people play how they like. If you have disposable income and you enjoy being a spend to get player, you enjoy spending money to help out Last Cloudia so that Adis is funded, right? Because they need to make money too. And you can afford it, that's the key. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with how people want to spend their leisure money. Hacker! Bye. Love you too. Hello, Cloudia box. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. You already have Spirit Maiden Tyria and Sarah Steven. Wonderful. Then you made an incredible choice, my friend. And I'm very happy to hear it. I want to hear how your experience goes with her when you finally build her. You have all the main chase units. Is Shift Eliza? Absolutely. Again, Shift Eliza's anima is gross. It's disgusting. Shift Eliza even enables Maja if you want to run them both on the team, because she lowers light resistance by 20 and fire resistance by 20. So if you have like the Hellfire spell, you give that to Shift Eliza. That's a stackable spell. So you're Starversing with Maja and you're Hellfiring with Eliza. It's a very fun way to play. Very fun way to play. Spirit Maiden Tyria, if you don't have her, is the, like, here's your list of units. Maja's at the top. The bottom tier is all the other units, right? Spearman Materia is up here, in my opinion. If you don't have her, you can't understand why she's not just a healer. People who say, oh, well, I have Sarah. It's not the same thing. I thought about doing like a revamped showcase of her, but I have a Spirit Materia 5-star showcase that lays out everything that she offers. So I highly encourage anyone to search that on YouTube. You just search BoodaFish and it'll pop up. But there's a reason why she's the top rated. She's one of the top rated units on the tier list. Like literally the highest score that we see. Whole separate sheet of paper for Spearmate Interior. Put that on top of your other top list. Exactly. Exactly. How, if Spearmate Interior from support, is it different if we own her? What do you mean? Is it different if we own her? Dojo is in the house. It only saves you few SC, and later you're going to use the auto buffs more than the fast ones. What are we talking about? Oh, y'all are talking about vacation. Yeah, it's not wonderful. J Bond got Summer Leona from the tickets. Congrats, my friend. Why did you bring support if you don't need it? You talking to me? What are we talking about? Like, why do I have her? Because she gives all the bonus event points. You see that modifier? I'm getting 100% extra event points. All the swimsuit girls give the highest event point bonuses when you're clearing this for the mission rewards. Oh, I'm bringing the friend support for the friend points. When you run friend units, you get friend points, right? So that accumulates, and then you can summon on the limited time friend gacha. That's OP as shit. Mega clusters, multiplayer materials. Like, the value of this is so great. That's why you save all of these until this thing comes back. Yeah. And you can double Beast Hunter. Right? So, because these are 2-wave stages, I can bring a friend support with Beast Hunter, guaranteed steal on the first wave, and then use my Beast Hunter on the second wave and guaranteed steal. Mother Souls are available as well. Yep. Whoa! I was fighting the wrong place the entire time, but that's okay because we've been grinding these things. 27? 27? They want you to spend 54 orbs? No way. How many of those things are in these battles? How many of those things are in these battles? That's gross. This is going to take ages. Oh, there's 3 of them. Okay, so it's not. So it's that's not divisible by 3. Yeah, it is 9. 9 times. Whoa, my math. Don't judge me. So 18. 18 orbs. For 1 out of 7. I don't think you can steal on this first wave now that I'm looking. No, you should be able to. You should be able to. Is a movable object skill necessary for Spearmate Interior? If you don't have insta-cast speed. A movable object is useful. I don't think it's necessary, but yeah, I mean it comes in handy more often than not with certain casters. But you kind of have to just analyze the situation you're in. If I'm in a long-term battle and I need Tyria to just have spells queued, so like she uses a spell and then you know there's that animation time that you can't skip before she can cast another spell, I want to activate the spell so that it's queued up during that animation time. And if you have a movable object, she's not going to get flinched out of that animation. But if you don't have a movable object, she can get basically broken out of that queue. So then you'd have to try and cast the spell again when she's not getting flinched. I see the camaraderie. I like the camaraderie I see. Echizen has a Granados. Please, brain, do not let me forget to add him. Please, brain, please. Do we give her Winry's apple pie? I think we do. Actually, I think we give her Keen Eye. I think we give her Keen Eye first. If I can find it. Nice. Nice! Should I buy SM Tyria equips with Crimson Ore? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Crimson Ore should go to UR Stardusts and nothing else, my friend. I'm in a funk right now because I used my Crimson Ore on a paid gear, and now I'm sitting on a UR Stardust that I can't buy because I made a rash decision, and I severely regret it. So I've done what I tell people not to do, and now I'm just reinforced more than ever, we sent it, to stick by that claim. If you want to get the cap raising gear, I wouldn't blame you. I think that's a good buy. But after you get the Crimson gear, you get UR Stardusts. As a free-to-play, can Spirit Man and Tyria still make a huge difference? Gear, okay. Have you watched my beginner's guide? Gear, I give about 15% of a unit's potential. Okay? So even if you have the worst gear possible, you're getting 85% of why Tyria is so godly. So, does that answer your question? I don't think Yashimaru can handle the Limit Breaker Tower. I thought about doing Limit Breaker Tower grinding, but it seems that we do not have time for that. But I don't, because those are legit multiplayer bosses. So you need like DPS to farm them efficiently. So, what headphones am I using? Self. You're the third person to ask me, and this is great because this opens the opportunity to tell you all about another opportunity I'm pursuing, and I just haven't quite talked about it yet until now. Your boy signed up to be an Amazon influencer, okay? So basically, I can recommend Amazon shopping items, and if you buy them through my influencer link, they send me a little piece of commission from the price tag of that item. So, I have set up an Amazon store. If you find my Amazon influencer link in the description of this video, click there. You're going to see a group of items called Booda's Streaming Setup. It's literally all the items that I've bought on Amazon to do exactly what you see me doing here, including these headphones. So click the link, go to Booda's Streaming Setup, and that'll give you access right to the link of the headphones that I'm using. And if you buy that plus anything else, if you need something from Amazon, as long as you put something in your shopping cart 24 hours within clicking my link, you're able to support your boy a little bit. So thank you guys for listening to that pitch. But your boy Booda's trying to get this monetization thing down, so I can actually take Lady Booda on some nice dates. She's been holding it down. Y'all have no idea. The Booda merch is still in the works, my friend. The Booda merch is still in the works. I am so sorry that is taking so long. I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Booda merch is kind of on a... It's on... My goal is to do it closer to 10,000 subscribers, simply for the fact that YouTube offers the ability to put your merchandise below each video at 10,000 subscribers. So I think that's my opportunity to focus on that, get that prepped and ready. However, I still want like my own website where I can send people to, since YouTube's obviously going to take a huge cut of that. That's why I don't have the super chats active. I don't have any of those services that YouTube offers active because they take such a heavy cut. The streaming donation link you see pinned in the chat, right? Like I get way more of a percentage when you guys choose to support me that way. So that's the plan for merchandise right there. Oh, it hurts my soul. Also, those are some 6 shades. Goes well with your hair and mustache. Thank you. I was trying to mimic my boy Ardeen over there, but I mean, I just can't get... I don't have the hair for it. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of him. He's so cool. I did, Michigo. I sent Baran the request. Wait, Baran? Why am I sending Baran a request? Get a wig! Eventually. I'll see how thin this hair is. Who knows? My next UOC after is between Shift Eliza, Ardeen, Loug, and Sarah. Okay, so you are unfortunately in that grouping of units that's interchangeable. If you pick any one of those 4, I would understand. I would encourage you to consider what you already have on your account, which I guess we can't do that because you have Maja, you have Shifteria. Personally, depending on what your main DPS is, is how I would advise you to pick between those 4. Booda, what do you use the UR Stardust on? You use the UR Stardust to upgrade your UR arc skills. Specifically, the top UR arcs. Because it doesn't matter if you have it now or not. The smartest way to play with your Crimson Ore is to buy UR Stardust monthly, because you can buy one every month with 10,000 Crimson Ore. And when you have 9 of them stocked, you wait to pull either Great War of Ruin or Council of 10. You then send your extensions into the arc skill, right? Because you can add the UR Stardust as an extension. You upgrade this all the way to level 10. Council of 10 and Great War of Ruin. The impact that these UR arc skills at level 10 will have on your account is basically the same level of Spirit Maiden Tyria's usefulness. It's an entire account changer. It opens the door for so many strategies, so many OP ways to clear things in this game, that the value is so far and beyond any Crimson gear, any paid gear that you can buy with Crimson ore. It's so far beyond that that I cannot intelligently advise anyone to spend otherwise. Check the tier list comments on Summer Leona. Oh, there's already a tier list, huh? There's already a tier list rating? Hold on, let's see. I want to see it. Here we go. Okay, so it's all still TBD. I see. It's a joke. Rated 11 on a waifu scale. Tier lists be damned. Good one. Good one, Meowing Cat and Tweaks. Very funny. Very appropriate. What's up, PB&J? Beans. How you doing? Theopolis, I would not tell you to upgrade Theopolis' skill before Council of 10 or Great War of Ruin. Even if I had Theo and I had 9 UR Stardust, I would still personally wait to luck sack my way to one of those other two. Or I would save 120k crystals and pity. If I was free to play and I had a nice roster that was very comfortable, helped me beat everything in the game, besides maybe Maze, but that's just that's a length of time kind of thing. I would save 120k to pity either Great War of Ruin or Council of 10 from their returning Ultra DOH banner, and then use my UR Stardust on that. I'm telling you. Having a level 10 Council of 10 is one of the greatest assets and one of the most used things I use in this game. It's so disgusting. If I could put it in every showcase, I would. Like, every unit showcase I do, except, like, supports. But Council of 10 is one of my top 3 choices of arcs to run and ways to use it. It's beyond useful. Beyond useful. The arcs have the high... Yes, UR arc skills, specifically those two, have the highest ROI out of anything in this account. Similar to Spirit Maiden Tyria. Spirit Maiden Tyria makes things easy mode. Those UR arc skills also make things easy mode. Wars, Council of 10, Theo. Oh, I don't know about Lily Matter, but that's your prerogative. You want that magic damage cap. I understand. The Council of 10 arc skill at level 10. I'll show you. I'll show you. I will show you. It's one of my favorite things to use on Ardeen. Yeah, Great War of Ruin is basically what I saved 120k crystals to pity, and then we ended up pulling it, like, on 15k crystals. So that's the thing. That's why you save up to pity, because there's totally a chance you can luck sack your way to whatever you're getting, and then you just have an abundance of crystals to use on whatever you want. But for me, I have to have that fail safe, because if I'm going to get shafted, I'm going to walk away with what I was getting shafted on. Ain't no way. Ain't no way the game is going to play me. That's the kind of shit that makes you quit these games, is when you get shafted and then walk away with nothing. That's how you lose. Alright, done with one of them. Good gracious. You get all the URs you don't want. Listen, and that may happen, but I'm telling you, if you play the game long enough and you do things with a purpose and with a little patience, you can see the light of day. All right, let me just show you. So here's what's beautiful. Council of 10 at Arc Skill level 10 is so versatile. SCT gauge fills to maximum for all skills, and all allies recover 1 SCT stock for all skills. So you can give all your allies an SCT stock for their skills. You also basically get a honey elixir, right, for your unit. But not only that, the arc trait. Upon using the Arc Skill Council of 10, max skill stock +1. So it adds a skill stock and then gives you your all your skill stocks. So you will see there are multiple ways to abuse this. Well, there's really only 2, if I'm thinking of it. What's amazing is the skill Pirate's Feast, right? Pirate's Feast is great because Wave 2 and beyond, I get all of my skill stocks at the start of battle. But Wave 1, I can't abuse Pirate's Feast. So that's why we use things like Skill Charge 1. You see on Ardeen, I've been using Skill Charge 2. So I at least have 1 skill stock to use. But in this situation with Council of 10, let's say we're fighting mobs that are very HP spongy. I need a lot of skill stocks in order to take them down. Well, Council of 10 is just going to give me all of them +1. So because I have Ardeen's Paid, which I'm not using, if I had Ardeen's Paid, this would be 6. We have 7, 6, 6 skill stocks. So boom. Let's just pretend I was fighting bosses with millions of HP. I use all of these skill stocks. And then we go straight into Wave 2, where we don't have the +1. You see how it's all decreased by 1. However, we now have all skill stocks to do what we do. So that's the first way to use it. The other way to use it is when you're fighting, let's say, multiplayer battles. And again, you're fighting a boss that has a ton of health. So you use all of your skill stocks from Pirate's Feast, since this is a new wave, right? It's a wave after Wave 1. Then you use Council of 10 to go back to full skill stocks on everything. And then you have all that DPS ready to use again. And I have Purple Orb. That's right. I have Purple Orb. So I am set up in a very limited way that a lot of new players, you guys just can't experience this yet. But you shouldn't be able to, because I've been playing for 2 years consistently, right? So the game is a time commitment before you can take advantage of all of these great things. But knowing about them, knowing what's super effective and what you should be, things you should be on the lookout for, that's how you enjoy the game long term. I've enjoyed the game long term because I've known what works. I've set myself up to either get those things when they come back or abuse them. Well, no, that's it. I've set myself up so that I can obtain those things, and then also, like with the UR Arc skill, I had 9 UR Dusts ready to go. Got Council of 10, sent it, and now I can carry multiplayer lobbies like it's a joke. Which a lot of people can. There are many ways to carry multiplayer lobbies. I'm not saying it's the only way, but again, like I said, it's like a joke. It's easy, it's effortless, which makes it a lot more fun, in my opinion. Shiftgorm Ice PDPS? No. Oh, you're trolling. I didn't see who put that comment. Love the shirt. Thank you so much. I did dress accordingly for this stream, so appreciate you guys. So anyway, that's why Council of 10 is just god tier, especially because we have that high HP wave by wave content in the form of multiplayer. Once you reach endgame, multiplayer is something that you're constantly grinding. It's a huge part of the endgame grind for Godforge, for enhancing other units to 5-star, and Council of 10 shines there. So that's why I'm saying, like, there are a lot of other things that you can say are better than Council of 10 in certain scenarios. But in the majority of scenarios that I experience, since I'm playing a lot of multiplayer endgame, Council of 10, top tier, top of the curve in useful things in that area of the game. And it's useful everywhere. Council of 10 at UR Arc skill 10 is useful everywhere. Everywhere. And it gives an extra universal 2,000 damage cap. So just sign me the fuck up. Sucks that they decided to make Honey Elixir worse than WAP in the guild boss fights. Well, I'm happy there's a balance. I don't think it sucks. Because I don't have Honey Elixir, so. I think it would feel bad if one of them was just better than the other one in every single scenario. That would feel bad. I don't mind that they do this mix of time stop things and then non-time stop things. I'm going to need to go back to the recording. You have Council of 10 but don't know what you are talking about. Well, yeah. I mean, you can just watch, right? You can just watch the demo. I actually tend COT before Gwar when Gwar was 8 out of 10 already. I don't blame you for that, honestly, man. Because Great War of Ruin is the best for time trials. Manual control time trials. Since it enables the Alice ult spamming, the G-Lucial ult spamming. You can like get you can get Sarah and Tinkili special immediately to get the damage caps. You can get Tyria special immediately to have that that fail safe. So Great War of Ruin is still incredible, but I feel like Great War of Ruin use is more niche and it doesn't flow the same way Council of 10 flows. Great War of Ruin, right? Using it and then going into special using, it takes up a lot of time since you're looking at special animations, you're looking at time stop animations. It's not a lot of active gameplay, besides G-Lucial, because then you start spamming her skills. But that's more to my point. Active gameplay in Last Cloudia is using a lot of skill stocks, running around, using character animations, spamming skills into one another. And what does Council of 10 do? It enables literally double the amount of full skill stocks spamming. So it's just a much more active way to play. Anyone who level 10's COT before Great War of Ruin, in my opinion, it's not a dumb decision at all. I see someone reaching out to me on Discord. I'll get back to them when I can. COT unlocks the team stock at 10, so it was more worth, while Gwar was still already granting 80% to all, so then they can just quickly charge up. Again, the only time you need that level 10 Gwar for instant team ults is when you are doing time trials. But yeah, if you're just casually playing, there is... Great War of Ruin level 10 is not a casual man's strategy. Council of 10, Arc Skill level 10, is a casual man's strategy. Y'all talking about upgrading URRs and I'm still missing half the SSR ones. Again, like I said, how long have you been playing? And how much have you been playing? I've been playing for 2 years every day, doing the consistent grinds that. So you gotta make your judgments accordingly. Panda, am I gonna summon? I told you. A lot of people just want to know if I'm gonna summon or else I'm useless. No. Yes and no. What we're doing right now, we're grinding the event, Monster Bounty, so that we can get the 10-spin ticket. But am I going to use crystals or paid crystals to summon? Absolutely not. Leona has unfortunately dropped the ball heavy in my want to obtain her. Summoner Riot. Yeah, I know. That's how it feels sometimes, guys. Picking up Ardeen with your ticket, Mark. I mean, look at him. Look at him. Look at this. Who doesn't want to do this? Who doesn't want to shotgun the entire map? It's just a fun time. Our auto attack feels bad. That's interesting. If you have Ardenes, you get the paid equipment. Again. It goes against my advice for Crimson Ore. But what I will say is there are 2 units that have paid gear that, in my opinion, does... Here's the thing. It's tough. For Ardeen, I would say no. While it's nice to have an extra skill stock on the S3, and then, of course, we have a limited amount of neutral machines, so his machine weapon also slots in very, very well. We can get more neutral machines free to play that potentially can power creep his paid weapon. And having an extra skill stock 3 is not the most incredible thing. His skill stock 2 is way more potent when you need like min-maxing DPS output. So the S3, like, it's nice to have an extra S3, but it's not, to me, the craziest thing in the world. So, no. Again, his paid gear does not outshine the entire discussion about getting the UR Stardust and having UR Arc skill level 10s. It just doesn't even compare. It's not even in the same realm. Yes, Dodie. Yes. The background directly behind me is absolutely the best trait that Leona has. 100,000%. So I do appreciate her for that. And that didn't cost me any crystals. So it's great. How to unlock the treasure map 13. Frank, unfortunately, I don't have those things known to me. But what I can do, you know what I'll do for you? You know what I'll do for you, Frank? We'll go ahead and look at it. And I'll try and recall by memory. Wrong tab. Treasure map 13. 1, 2, 3. The mountain top. Ugh. There's a lot of mountains. There's a lot of mountains. If anyone else knows, please feel free to put it in chat, but I don't recall which area this is. Who are your top? Again, reasoning, like, I can't give that answer because there are none. It's one of these mountain peaks. It's one of them. The red mark. Listen, I did what I could, right? I did the middle hair part. I got the glasses. I can't look like Ardeen, bro. He's too cool. He's too cool for me, okay? Is that map 2? Can you give me advice about this summer event? You just arrived. I can. I think it's in Grandar. Well, let me ask, because what particular questions do you have, if you have any? Or are you just like, I don't even know what I'm doing? Because if you just have nowhere to, like, start. Is it this? It might be one of these. It might be this. It might be that one. I don't know. Try that out. See how it goes. Well, anyway, this is pretty straightforward. Her event. I'm basically going to go in here. Make sure, is it 11? Yeah, it's 11:30. Make sure you're doing your bonus quest every day right here. Bonus challenge. If you can, try and find a friend support that's decently high level. and has this arc right here, Beast Hunter, right? Understanding Beast Hunter is one of the best beginner tips I can give you. If you double check the arc and make sure this Beast Hunter level 10 is at that level, correct? Because the skill level 10 doesn't, it's not the same as this. This is a separate level than this. So you find a friend support unit with a Beast Hunter level 10. Start the quest. I should have changed the arc on Leona. And then just make sure to use it on the final waves of these maps, right? Whenever you see the boss health bar, that's when you use Beast Hunter level 10. It's going to guaranteed steal an item, so you're going to get extra drops from stages that you do that. So that's the best way to make sure that you're getting near the most amount of drops and currencies that you can get relative to the quests that are in this event. To raise the arc skill level, you have to pull duplicates or obtain these things called stardusts. I have a video detailing all of that information. If you look up Booda, Booda, how to use stardusts on arcs, that video should come up. That was the last ticket. Nice. But other than that, you start here, then you open up this monster collector banner, watch the cutscene, and then it's going to lead you through a series of nodes that take you down a trail until you get to like Revenant's Hollow, and then it gets you to the Sun Vessel Castle. And this shop is pretty good. You'll get these coins along the way, so make sure to buy this because it gets you a mega cluster, some clusters, and crystals. But then, basically what you're doing is fighting the stages to beat these certain mobs a certain amount of times. And what you can do after you've unlocked all the nodes is look and see, oh, okay, I fight the spirits in the forest. So then you go back and you just run these forest. You run that a bunch of times until you beat the event, get the mission reward points, and there's a reward at the end of clearing all those monster bounties. And this is good practice and training because this is the monster bounties is a feature that's in the main map. So it's something you're going to have to do along the way if you don't play it long enough. Something else I was going to say is depending on what you can summon, depending on units that you have summoned, certain units give bonus points for running them in these quests. So as you can see, all 3 of my units are in the list of units that give these bonus event points. EVP is event points, bonus EXP if you're leveling up your units, and bonus AP. So this is all situational depending on your account. If you're new, you can't abuse this like other players that have played longer, have other units built. But if you can, I would run your main unit. So like if you have your main DPS is Ardeen, I would run him, or Shift Bayland even better, which you wouldn't have obviously. But I would run them, and then I would try and put these 2 units if you have, because I think even the story units give you a bonus event points. Like OG Kyle gives the bonus, right? He gives bonus EVP is what you're looking for, because that's the most useful. Units that give bonus EVP are going to help you accumulate mission points to get you the mission rewards quicker. So that's my advice there. Those are about the most basic tips I can think of on the spot for a new player in this event. Yeah, the consensus is Leona is not worth your crystals. And believe me, I am sad about it because I wanted her to be as good as she sounded on paper. Where's Saint Tyria? Should have went Ardeen. No. If you are a new player, you should get Spirit Maiden Tyria. Don't get Ardeen. The chances of you playing for the first week and getting a viable DPS unit to use outweigh the chances of you getting the equivalent of Spirit Maiden Tyria, which there is no equivalent. She's by far the best addition to an account. The mystery behind the beach ball, Arkantox. It's a great question. Apparently, it's just like a little AoE Pockle ball explosion. So like the Pockle ball accessory we were looking at, it's that. Comes out of nowhere and just explodes and deals a couple extra hits. Also, very anticlimactic. Should I get Maja? I have outdated magic and I didn't get Lenius. Do you have Spirit Maiden Tyria? If you have Spirit Maiden Tyria, the answer is yes. And it's not because of magic damage. That's only a portion of why Maja is so useful for any account. Yeah, so then Maja, yes. Number 1 is Spirit Maiden Tyria, number 2 is Maja. There is no other comparable selection. There's no other comparable selection. You can't convince me. But do you have everyone at level 100? Because Maja can make all your units go to level 100 very quickly. Relatively, if you auto-farm. And he also, the way he dishes out magic damage is more useful than just the amount of magic damage he puts out, if that makes sense. Logia's, you know, he'll always be relevant because he's a status ailment spammer, but he's not like a... He doesn't come into mind when I'm thinking of the best units or top tier units. Oh, Jin. Auto farming is not a thing, never has been a thing, at least intended, and will never be a thing for events. There's no auto farming for events, so this is all manual. So understand that when you're thinking about if you want to continue playing this game. T. Clark, appreciate the content, just started yesterday, and this has been very helpful. Cheers, my friend. Spaland, nearly unbuilt Lenius, and new Spirit Maiden Tyria. That's not a weird team, Kay. That is one of the most meta relevant teams you can possibly be running at the current in this current game. I don't know why you think that's weird. That's extremely normal and top tier. I know. That's literally one of the best teams you can have in the game right now. Yes, okay. Lenius can't do what Maja does. Lenius can pump out great elemental magic damage. Maja can pump out great light magic damage and elemental magic damage if you want to build him that way. But what Lenius can't do, that Maja can, is do the best EXP auto farm in the entire game. Dish out the amount of magic damage in the way that Maja does to enable certain strategies when clearing difficult content. And pierce through light resist, right? So like Lenius is great when you're attacking enemies that are weak to whatever element you want to run on him. Maja doesn't care if an enemy is resistant to light. He just blasts through it. It's wonderful. It's truly a wonderful thing. The Maja experience is so much more than just, oh, well, I have Lenius. There's so much more. Again, like, I just can't... I need y'all to take out, like, the intuition. That, like, oh, I have magic DPS. That's not part of this discussion. That's like saying you don't want Saintly Lilibet because you have Shift Medine. Saintly Lilibet is not there just to be ice physical DPS. Saintly Lilibet offers a ridiculous amount of team utility. Same with Maja. And account utility overall. That's a good, yeah, PB&J. Maja's a truck. Lennius is a fancy sports car. And Maja's also an iPhone. Like, it's just a useful tool, regardless of him being a magic damage dealer. Things that age well in this account are what does a unit or arc provide outside of, like, just damage. When a unit starts providing things that enhance the game experience outside of damage, those are your special units. Yes, if you don't have Maja maxed out, and you just pulled Summer Leona, and you're like, oh, well, I want to max out Summer Leona because she's the newest thing. No, max out Maja if you want to play smart. Maja is just another, he's another level. He's another level. Easiest, why is he the easiest character to max out? He's pretty expensive, no? Same goes for Lilibet. I was wondering for these units that age well on an account, as you put it, if you can have them in the Team Build Discord channel. I follow it religiously when building units. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Mark. Lilibet, you talking about Saintly Lilibet? I want to do I'm going to do another showcase on her. But I have to, I want to wait until she becomes summonable again, right? You can't, there's no way to access her, so no one's looking her up. But a proper showcase will be coming for her in the future. For sure. You know what I noticed? This Leona Princess Summer gives friend points, so that's cool. What they need to also do, and they talked about it, I don't know why it hasn't, the trigger hasn't been pulled. They should offer this as event point boosts. Like that, I think it's great that they now allow us to run a Mia NPC, the featured unit NPC, so that you can test out the unit if you want. Huge thumbs up. Love that QOL. Please put the event points on it for those who can't spend to get, for those who don't have any event point bonus units. Please just put event point bonuses on this unit. That would be perfect, ideal, no complaints. 10 out of 10 Adis. I'm going to make that a clip. I'm going to make that a YouTube clip. I didn't check. I have not been checking. In terms of general damage and DPS, should I use Sheeta or Joker? It's a good question. All right, one more run of the forest. It's a good question. I would run Joker. Personally. Joker is, I think Joker's underrated in a lot of people's head. I think Joker's very underrated in a lot of people's head. Lance or Ardeen? Yeah, Ardeen is the easy choice. My choices for the unit selector is Spirit Mediteria, Maja, Ardeen, and then the others. So, hopefully that gave a proper description of the urgency of that prioritization. Not the urgency, but the emphasis on the prioritization. If you don't have a non-attribute DPS, but if you have Shiv Bayland, you don't need RD. If you have Shiv Bayland, you don't need any other DPS unit, physical DPS unit. If you have Shiv Bayland, yes, I would urge you to pick Shift Eliza. And then if you already have Shift Eliza, then I'd urge you to pick Sarah, for sure. That's assuming you have Spirit Maiden Tyria and Maja. Persona! Cheers, my friend. I'm happy myself and the Booda gang are able to help. They're different. Harlequin. Shift Roll and Shift Balin, they're different. But if we're just talking like general carry unit, Shift Balin. Shift Balin. If you're trying to pick your main physical DPS to run like and clear all of story with, Shift Balin. Shift Balin is so... he's so broken. He's so unnecessary for the current game. But he's like Loug Zeus. Shift Balin is like Loug Zeus in the fact that for the current game, he is a just one shoe size fits all kind of unit. That will change in the future, but you know who will still be as relevant as she is today, I'm willing to bet? Spirit Maiden Tyria. For the same reason, she's still a 9.6. That's the highest tier that you can have on the global tier list currently. That's why she's still a 9.6, and she was released in December of 2019. 2019. Tyria has been at the top of the tier list for 2 years, guys. Almost 2 years. It's gross. Shift Roland is still a just disgusting monster. Don't get it twisted. His tankiness built within him, his usefulness as a hybrid of, team support healing, coupled with the amount of damage he can pump out, and his super armor. Believe me, Shift Roland, I'm not knocking on him at all. If you chose Shift Roland over Shift Balin, I wouldn't be mad at you. But I can definitely say you're going to have a lot easier of a time clearing the majority of content, especially as you get to the later parts of story. You're going to have a much easier time with Shift Balin. Alright. This is taking so long, guys. This is taking so long. Partly because I'm talking so much. But... ugh. Supports, especially ones as potent as Spirit Maiden Tyria, will always outlast pure DPS units. Because DPS is always going to be power crept over time. But, like Tyria, she's not just a healer, right? I don't want to even go into everything because it's going to be confusing for me just telling it and not showing it. But she offers so much more. I wanted to accept these missions. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're getting a lot of orange orb recovers, which is nice. Which is really nice, actually. But, gosh, this is a grind. Don't forget to look at HelloFresh! Scoozy over here. Scoozy over here! Doing the promo for me, my friend. Thank you. Yes. If you want to support your boy and also try a great product, eat healthy, upgrade your chefing skills, save money despite thinking it's too expensive. HelloFresh is an incredible product that I've been using for a long time. Let me say hi to Lady Boo. And we're back. I know. Little do you guys know. My iPhone is so advanced, I actually went through my webcam, hacked into all of your webcams, and recorded you all in 4K. It's crazy what iPhones can do nowadays. No one's safe. Shiv Bayland is amazing in terms of kit completeness. He comes with so much built in, exactly. You need literally nothing to access the majority of his potential. It is nuts. What tweaks means is that you need a lot more. You need a lot more skills. You need a lot more endgame quips to access Lenius's like full damage potential. The majority of the time, Lenius, like you can build out Lenius's ability board, but you're gonna notice he's not hitting caps. He's probably dealing a lot less damage than you're expecting, because he needs a lot more help with damage modifiers, which are only accessible through certain arcs and their skills, certain Godforge equipment to make him that much better. So I imagine that's what he's talking about. Is there a guide on what equips that are good to start working on? You've not really started even Godforging yet. There's not, and I could make one. I should make one. I should. Because it would be pretty easy, I'd say, to list out like the pieces of gear that I use the most. So, I'll write that down. Ignis got her. Where's the, I don't see it. Pure Blade is obviously number one. Because, as we all know, we play Sword Cloudia. Every other unit wants to wield a sword. And yes, Muramasa is by far the best sword in the game. Neutral attribute. 25% extra physical damage. Big fat STR stat. You just can't go wrong with it. When you want to be dealing your max caps, majority of the time, Muramasa is going to help you do that. And as someone who doesn't have a lot of tools on your account, Muramasa is going to be the best option the majority of the time. So yes. Pureblade Muramasa is the first Godforge equip. And I mean, it makes sense too, because I think it's available. It's available to be Godforged at Alchemy level 1. So that much easier. You don't have to get to a certain alchemy level for it. Alright, what others? Do some of these. An arena guide. Yeah, arena guides are a bit taboo in the community right now. I don't think any of us know a proper format. Because arena metas are obviously always changing. So there's very few tips and tricks that you can give without also listing a shit ton of exceptions. So by the time you end up fleshing out details on what you want to talk about for arena guides, it's way too long and ends up being way too confusing, at least in my experience. When I tried to make an arena guide, I literally wrote down, see if I can find it. I wrote down like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of notes. And then when I started filming it, I was like, this is not useful. This is too freaking confusing. And I didn't like it at all. Also, other community members have talked about making arena guides. And as far as I'm aware, they've come to the same conclusion, that it's like the video ends up being way too long, way too much like confusing paths. Basically, the only thing I can tell you is what I said in the beginner's guide, the 2022. Start doing arena right away, because you don't need any builds to get 500 arena points, right? You just need to get, you need to do your 6 wins per day for 10 days, and if there's an arena promo, even better, because then you can do 6 wins for 3 days and have enough points to buy the formation spell render. Once you buy spell render, you set that. That's going to allow all of your team to start with a bunch of skill stocks. You can just immediately start bursting down the enemy teams with your units. And that's the best general advice that I can give. Other than that, everything else is like, have Demon Lord Rimuru, have Roy, have a tank, have a healer. But even then, as I'm saying that, there are exceptions. There are burst teams, there are stall teams, there are magic DPS focus teams. And each one of those iterations, you have to know a list of 10 different things for it to even work. So you start to understand that, like, I guess I just, there, if I put out a guide on Arena, I could easily say, yeah, do this, this, and this. Do this, that, and this. Do this, this, and this. 10 minutes. There you go. There's your Arena guide. But I can promise you, people would do those things, and then they wouldn't know all the other intricacies, and it wouldn't work well for them, and it would just, it may do very well, but it would not be a helpful guide. It really wouldn't. So I've yet to come up with something that I'm like, this is helpful information that everyone can understand and then get a better grasp on Arena. Basically, the best I can do is you just have to talk to someone who's good in Arena and have casual conversations with them daily so that you understand how things are changing and you can make your changes accordingly. Right? Like I didn't obtain a top 100 spot in Arena because of a guide or because of one conversation. I maintained it because I'm friends with Tweaks. I'm friends with That Zero. I'm friends with other players that have been playing longer than me in the Booda gang. And I've had constant discussions about what's working and what doesn't work in Arena. So, that was a rant. Ugh. Were we giving something to Leona? What do you want, Leona? Fast recast? Why not? Ah! Twigs! How am I finding Shift Leona? Who? Who? She's great. She's great. Come on, man. I had to bust out the summer attire. Rimuru is more int STR build or STR only? Neither, Frank. Demon Lord Rimuru is physical DPS, so you give physical damage modifiers. That's it. That's all you gotta know. Don't use attack ups. Don't use magic ups. If I have extra SC, I give Rimuru attack ups. When you're talking about what stats affect the physical damage modifier, STR always affects physical attacks the same way. There are just certain units that also have a balanced application of INT affecting their physical attacks. But all that means is that you can give magic ups if you want. It doesn't mean INT's more effective than STR. When you can say it's maybe more effective than STR is if the unit already comes with like a bunch of INT modifiers innately. So like Roy, for example. You're going to get more out of building Roy for INT in effect to the physical attacks because he has innates that boost INT more than STR. But if you build Roy with STR stats and modifiers, he's going to perform the same. It's not like there's this huge distinction you have to understand. It's not as complicated. Like it's not like one or the other. Until we find something absolutely bonkers about her, there is no rush at all. So good for Booda for not summoning. Banner is 28 days long. We will have 2 more units in the meantime, yes. Tweaks, I did try to give a summary of your findings. I did watch your whole stream, so it was pretty clear. And you can correct me on anything if need be. But basically, I said her trait 2 functions in the worst way that we could have guessed it did. Her break is average and not consistent enough to be considered, you know, good or great. Her skills not persisting is obviously a negative. And it seemed like her skills don't combo super quickly into each other, like a 2B or an Ardeen S2. Because I think I heard you say that the DPS felt a little slow. A little slower than expected. So feel free to punch holes in those points if they're different. Or if I'm off the mark. I didn't say summer units of mod, just 2 more units in general. Yes, yes, yes. Love the outfit, Chris. Thank you so much. I saw this shirt in the pantry. Interesting place to put your clothes, Booda. I saw this shirt in the closet and said, oh, that matches. Bring out the shades. I was very pleased with my spontaneous outfit choice. Her DPS on skills remind you of Shift Alice, if that makes sense. After I thought about it, which is good, just nothing crazy. Are you talking about Summer Alice tweaks? Or are you talking about I assume you're talking about Summer Alice. That's good. Summer Alice still provides good DPS. But she has considerably more cap than Summer Alice. Whoops, forgot to use that. As a new player, what unit should I snipe when doing reroll? Rerolling. What banners are available on reroll right now? I didn't even think about that. Here's the thing about Loug Zeus and a brand new account. He's just tough to build for a brand new account. He's still good. I just don't see him as like one of these standout starter units. He's a standout endgame unit. He's not a standout starter unit compared to the standout starter units we have nowadays. Well, yeah, I think Zill is talking about like on the re-rolling, on the banner rolling. I hope, Zill, you know, like, use your ticket on Spearman Interior. Guarantee her on your account. Because she's going to age the best out of any unit. But she's not DPS, so you will need a unit for DPS. I guess Loug Zeus, because Loug Zeus has the highest payout, and I think he's still featured on the Start Dash banner. Loug Zeus has the highest payout out of that lineup. And there are no banners that I think are better worth summoning on than the Start Dash if you're a new account. Leona is the best banner unit available at the moment. In your opinion, she'll be better to build for most and easier to acquire. and use your selector ticket on Emteria or Maja. There is the gospel right there, y'all. There is the gospel. So Summer Leona is the target reroll for your crystals if you're rerolling. And I can understand, because here's the thing that I haven't even mentioned, which is a bit of a crime. When an enemy has ice resistance 10 or more, resistance minus 50%. She has built-in Trishula. That's half effective. It's not quite Trishula, but it's... We call it Trishula, because it basically results into the same thing. Bring in a unit's ice res from 100 to 50, or anything below. You're going to be dealing damage just fine. Especially with the modifiers I think she has been innate in her kit. So, I... now can see the light when my mentor simply says that sentence, because that is extremely useful for a new account. And she has built-in dual wield. You can get easy to obtain ice claws currently. So yes. Summer Leona is definitely still the target for re-rolling if you're starting an account today. Makes sense. Makes sense. She's still a good unit. Diabolos is a minus 50 flat drop of res, not a 50% drop of the positive resist. Tweaks, since I have you here, I need to milk you for information. What? Who said that? This is a minus 50, right? It's not like Zekis. This is, you know, 100 goes to 50, 90 goes to 40, 80 goes to 30. That's how I understand this. Chewy just wants more costumes for characters. That'd be an interesting monetization route, is if they went with aesthetics. I think people would enjoy it. It's exactly like, okay. That screws with me big time. So it's not what I thought. So that Zero was right. Zero was right. I don't think Zero's here anymore, but I challenged Zero on that, because he did mention, he mentioned that it was like Zekis's. Why do they do that? Why do they do that? Why do they do that? They mess with me with their pluses and subtraction signs, and then sometimes it says a percentage, but it's not actually a percentage, it's a flat subtraction. Why do they do that? Okay, well that makes it not as crazy. Still very good. It's still obviously as potent as Zekis then, but... ugh. It always feels bad when you assume and then you're wrong. I hate it. And it happens to me all the time. 28 out of 40. It's 12:16. This stream was scheduled to be 2.5 hours, but I'm going the full distance, so whoever's down to stay longer, you're more than welcome. It's still, yeah, of course it's still really good. And it'll take up to 200 boss resist to not deal damage. But it's almost always nowadays has the percentage, it's a percentage. If no percentage, it is flat. Why am I thinking that it's the... I had the exact opposite impression. And I need to figure out why now. I was under the impression that they had started putting percentage in, but it was a flat decrease. So now I am... For some reason, I was led astray. Probably by my own brain. But what are examples of the things that say, you know, a percentage, but then it's a flat decrease? Hi, Booda. I just returned from taking a break from LC. Did 2 temples, got the LR on first and Leona on the second. Well, that's amazing. I also finally got Spearmade Interior from the free ticket select. And there you go. That is the textbook way to start again, my friend. Congratulations. I think we need a clear protection, penetration, reduction, damage formula in this game. Yeah, we need a streamlined definition in many areas of this game. I don't think there's any examples. No way, bro. No way. No. 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 Don't tell me my brain is just a jumbled mess. I mean, I know it is, but I don't want it to be confirmed. No. Isn't this a minus 30? Isn't it? Ooh, that is such a good joke. I'm not even mad at it. It's always great when you have something to blame. No wonder my brain's not working. Look what's right above it. Of course I can't function. Duh. It's... Okay. Damn it. You know what? I just don't know what to do. Maybe I need to be locked up. I can't trust myself. I thought I had it figured out. Thought I did. Louis, congratulations, my friend. Enjoy her. Zero said she's pretty nasty in arena, Tweaks. I'm not sure if you've used her in there. I'm about to sneeze, baby. Does elemental arc resistance reduction stack with Leona's? Well, it does, but if you're using magic, that only applies to magic damage. Don't worry, Booda, you have Tweaks here to correct you. Harvey, hence why he is my mentor, y'all. And in effect, the Booda Gang mentor. Oh. I see. So there's a little skewed bias. Yeah, I think that's the entire chat, Galactic. I think the entire chat you're saying hello to. So hello to you too. Holy Aura is absolute garbage, actually, Frank. It's one of the worst returns on SC you can possibly give to a unit. Yeah, literally. You could just sub in Tweaks in front of Booda, and it's basically the same thing. Booda, he looks a lot like Javier Pena from Narcos. The detective? Is that the detective? Oh, I gotta confirm this. Yep. Oh, Harvey. Oh, with the glasses. With the glasses. He's not the detective. I thought I looked like the detective. Which one is he? This guy. Hold on. Hell may no. I mean, maybe, like, definitely not my hair currently. My hair does not sync up with his. But look at this. Look at this. We have the same mouth. I would just have to style my hair differently. Sheeta's still a great unit, but he just doesn't outshine anyone else. Any of the better options, he does not outshine. He's useful in other ways, though. He's a great black hole arena mage. The resemblance is almost uncanny. I'm glad someone agrees. Oh, okay, you meant that guy. So we've got our, what is it? Hawaii 5-0? Isn't that the show with, like, the detectives and stuff? We'll watch over the phone 11 p.m. here. Still waiting on Booda pull the ticket. Pepper, it's going to be a while, so I appreciate your patience. But I made y'all a promise. I'm going to follow through on it. We're going to go over our allotted stream time. In fact, you know what? I can change the allotted stream time. I can change it, can I not? Edit event. Boom. We're going to say it's going to take another 2 hours, I think. So, or maybe an hour and a half. So 2 p.m. Hopefully that works. We'll be on NCIS Miami with LL Cool J. I'm down. I like his music. Shorty, I'm your baby, your baby, your baby. Anyone remember that song? Met this little girl, she was off the hook. Got cold chill with her body shook. Shout out to LL Cool J, man. He's a cool dude. And that is the end of my caffeine. It's always a sad moment in the day. Hello, Joshua. Ooh, Galactic. Rest in peace, my friend. Rest in peace. Maja's amazing MDPS, but also brings a lot of utility to an account with the ability to run, auto-run, Heart of the Temple for awesome XP to max level your units. Yes, everyone, listen to Russell. He knows the way. He knows the way. Yep, it's average, Prophet. All of your hopes and dreams were flushed down the toilet this morning. Hold your horses, Russell. Oh, man. So, underscore, I would urge you to, like, rethink your perspective on Maja. I would not consider him a rainbow mage, right? Lennius is a rainbow mage with the way his kit is built. While Maja has rainbow spells built within him, he's not naturally a rainbow mage. You can make him a good Nether Tempest mage, or if you want to use Big Bang, but he's a light mage with crazy magic modifiers. That's how I would look at him. So obviously it's natural to compare Lennius and Maja, but they're not the same in my categories. What's up, SJ? How are you? Good to see you. I don't think she's below average Ahmad, but she's average. It is great sadness indeed. Leona dropped the ball on many fronts today, which was really sad. Still a good unit. Again, don't get it twisted. As Tweak said, like, she's still your target reroll unit for a brand new account that's starting today. And she's going to be good. And she has a lot of things built within her kit so that you don't have to add many external skills. But all of our expectations and our hopes, things that we couldn't see on paper, we had to test her in game. She pretty much dropped the ball on every single one. So, sad day. Check out your videos to see a proper build for him then. I think I saw someone's build where he did 1.4 million damage in one hit. Yeah, you can do way more than that, my friend. Way more than that. That's a pretty low amount. You've got units dumping that amount and more on their S3. While her break isn't anything crazy, what's best about her is that you can leave the break build on her in almost all content and not care about switching things out. So there is some light. There is some optimism to perceive. To perceive? That sentence didn't make much sense. There's an optimistic way to view her break, right? As Tweak said, you can build her for break and then leave it and not really sacrifice damage output. So that's something. It's just not a whole lot, in my opinion. Leona keep flooring Ardeen this summer story. Oh yeah, it's hilarious. The little dynamic between those two is very funny. Frank, what? I'm not pulling. What are you talking about? If you're waiting for me to pull with crystals, you're gonna be here for a very long time. We're getting the 10-spin ticket. We're sending it on a multi and 3 singles. And then that's the payoff, guys. That's the payoff for this stream. Not a lot to work with. Summer Loug Zeus. Whoa. Summer Loug Zeus, huh? That would be a freaking hentai come to life. Yo, I think someone accidentally put my number in for a Cracker Barrel waiting time. So we'll text you when your table's ready in 15 minutes. Well, good luck to them. You notice, Tweaks, after your Summer Leona video, I said, okay, well, you know what? If we just have useless ice summer units, I'm just going to build Sea Princess Lila. Like Zeus is already nude. Yeah. It's not going to be him in a bikini. It's going to be him with multiple previous summer units in the artwork. And I will let y'all's imagination take it from there. When are we getting a good Kyle unit, though? Amen, brother. Amen to that question. Loved the Ardeen build, by the way. It was such an interesting build. What was interesting? That's an interesting word choice. I mean, I'm glad you loved it. Aceman 10251. That ain't off meta. LOL. Sarah and Melee are disgusting. Shift Lance just stinks. Why ain't no Shift Lance, Tweaks? He's fun. He's a fun unit. Those melons on top of Booda's head is really distracting. What do you mean? I'm just appreciating the gorgeous artwork that Adis has provided us. Why are you taking things to asexual level, my friend. Why? There's no need. There's no need. Don't tell Lady Booda. Zez! Shout out to the homie. Some are Yggdrasil. That'd be interesting. And screenshotted. Oh, they will come back and balance all units. I hate having to use meta characters. That's a tough order, my friend. You hate using meta. Usually things are meta because they're fun. Sometimes there's exceptions, but for the most part. Goji, we are going. Don't forget to rest a bit. It's bad doing stream for prolonged durations, bad for the back. Well, I stand. If you didn't notice, I don't sit, so. I feel like that helps a little bit. I'm able to move around, you know. I'm not hunched over. Stand. Try to pull my shoulders back. But listen, I'm also dedicated, my friend. So I do appreciate you looking out for my safety. But we need to do these summons. So we are now going until 2 p.m. my time. So about an hour and a half. Hopefully we can make progress. I'm talking a lot more than I could be to do this more efficiently and quickly. But I'm having a great time with you guys. I hope you're enjoying your time here. I promised y'all a payout of summons in the end. So hopefully that keeps y'all around. Any of the arts overly worth pulling for on these banners? No. None of them. None of the summer arcs are chase-worthy or necessary in any way, shape, or form. I'd like to see Zlord get a magic update or see the old time stop magic get an update in general. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever do an update. I think they will just release new things. And especially with how they've handled the majority of updating old things, aka the 5-star buffs for the old units, I'm not really interested in them updating old things. I think they are not good at it. So I'd rather them just release new things like Lennius that make magic actually fun. I'm learning animal anatomy while farming the tickets with you. Michiko, that's fascinating. I wish I could be that productive and multitask to that level. What time is it in your region? I am 12. I'm 13 hours either ahead or behind you. But there's a 13-hour difference. It's 12:30 p.m. in my region. Should I just Rainbow Potion the Styria when I use the ticket, Sonny? Yes. Yes. Booda's multitasking. We know what will happen. Nothing will get done. Nothing gets done when Booda multitasks. It's a fact. It is a fact. I'm really bad at it. Really, really bad at it. Ah! Don't look at it. It's ugly. I am risky. I am. A Zell shift would be kind of cool, but I don't expect that to be in a quest. Oh, you're talking about Zlord. A Zlord shift. Hell yeah, Zlord shift would be dope. I'd like Zlord to get an entire side quest. His backstory is kind of fascinating. He's like this all-powerful, I don't even know what he is, interdimensional being that's like trapped away and sealed because he's a genie and Kyle controls him. I was robbed 24k gems for Leona. Still didn't get her. Yeah. Yeah. That's a shame. It's a sad day. By the way, who is the latest old unit that will be included on the next DOH banner? I have no idea. we have up to our Dean available in the DOH pool. So after him were the AOT units, and then I can look at it right here. It's right in front of my face. It's literally in front of, I have the tier list in front of my face. Then was Lily. Sorry, Melee. Melee would be added. So that would be nice. But it seems that they add these units in groups. So I think we're going to have to wait another 6 months. And then probably in December time, they'll add Melee, Granados, Roland, Alice. Yeah, I think they would add Melee, Granados, Roland, and Alice. And maybe shift Bayland in December. That's what I could see them doing. A shrine for Spirit-Mated Tyria? Not quite. Not quite. I thought about playing along with that one, but no, we don't have nothing like that. She doesn't even need a shrine. She just owns the game. Once Spirit-Mated Tyria is on your account, she just owns it. No, I don't want that. December is time for Dilmordo, the red fur reindeer. It ain't happening, Goji. There's no way. Shift Eliza or Ardeen, Volt asks. Who's your main physical DPS that you use? I know some animations don't matter in LC, but an animation with Leona, Ardeen, and Barcelo pulling up would be dope. I couldn't agree more. I really want an updated meta Dilmordo, but I don't want him to be a holiday unit. Agreed. I got new Leona on third free crystal multi. I need better claws. Might get her paid equip. It's not a bad option if you have the funds to get the paid equip. It's a good claw. Definitely a good claw for her. But there are options, right? You have the event claw that you can get. There are other AERs that you can get eventually that are decent ice claws for her. So, there's options, my friend. There's options. We'll find a way. I like that head bobbing. Claw from Mother. The one I like the most so far would be her paid plus the arc ether reward from the Megalodon arc. The Megalodon arc gives her, with 2 ice claws, like 24% increased ice physical damage. Would that sell? Would you guys buy a bobblehead Booda? Put on your desk. Because you got to remember the way that AER is worded. Let's go check the... Two more runs. What was I? Where were we? We were in the caverns. So, When a claw or ice weapon is equipped, physical attack damage plus 6% and 12% for an ice claw weapon. So, one of them is 12, the other one is another 12. 24% coming from this. Super nice. Super nice. Nice stats. Love it. I don't know YouTube. I got you. When you finish the monster missions, you get a 10x ticket. The second round of monster missions, yes, you get a 10x ticket. It's a tall order, but yes. 24%? Yep. Because it's tallying all weapons equipped on her. So if you have 2 weapons that meet those qualifications, you get double those effects. You think we'll let... I do not, Sonny. I do not think we'll ever see English voice acting again. There's no demand for it. I think that's worth the cost for Adis. Yeah, with her having ice res, for sure. Permanent SSR and below only. Yes. I am willing to bet that we will never see a UR selector where they give us a ticket to get a UR. That will never exist. And y'all can offer some things that we can put on the line for that, but I think that's a safe assumption. That's what I'm saying. It's an assumption, it's a guess. It's not like I have no factual reason or evidence to believe that, but I don't see that ever happening. You're high, Mr. Wall. That's not happening. I think there's the same chances of that there is for a free ticket for a UR. I don't even think in 2 years they would ever give us that. When do you think to shift Bayland? Well, since he just left, not for a while, my friend. Probably, like I said, I think a December update. He may be added to like the general pool, and if that's the case, he would be added to some kind of selector. But without that, without it happening in December or / New Year's, it would be White Day. So next March would be the return of Shift Bayland. I think it's well out of the question, Mr. Wall. I think it's well out of the question. But that's just me. I've always wondered what's with all the stands, personas that the units have behind them. You mean like this? I've never thought about it too much. Exactly, Pete. There you go. Bayland's old art better than the new. I don't blame you. I like the new art. Don't get me wrong. I think it's badass. But I don't think it's super original. So I can agree there. Is this number 4? Yes, it is. Okay, so we are slowly creeping up. Let's go to the mines. Next collab probably in August, you'd guessed. Yes, I think it's going to be Wave 3 that they announce whatever next collab is. The Mines. Yep, Galactic. You said it. I don't think they can afford a Bleach collab, Michigo. But what will it be? I think it'll be a rerun of something. I think it'd be smartest if they reran FMA or DMC. Yeah, I think that's very possible, Tweaks. I think they would announce it late August, and then we'd get it in September. I didn't do anything. Pokemon, yeah. No. All the biggest name brands ain't happening. Ain't happening. Pokemon, Bleach, Naruto, DBZ, Demon Slayer, freaking even, like I said, Black Clover. I don't think they have the funds to do it. I think they just go with the gacha hoes, right? The titles, the collab titles that you see in every other gacha, or Square Enix titles. AOT has collabed with every other gacha. I don't think they're big. I think they're very cheap. Uh-oh. There's a lot of spam. Well, they did Slime collab twice, one of the most popular series in Japan. Slime, they also collab with everyone. Just because it's popular doesn't... I'm not saying popularity leads to expensive. I'm saying that you know which collabs are expensive due to the scarcity of them collaborating. So you don't see a lot of Bleach collabs in other games that I'm aware of. Correct me if I'm wrong. You don't see a lot of Demon Slayer collabs in other games. You don't see a lot of DBZ collabs ever. You don't see Pokemon collabs in a lot of games. So that's what I mean. If you've seen the title in a bunch of other games, regardless of its popularity, it's a cheap collab. I do see a lot of Demon Slayer, though. I haven't. I've seen Demon Slayer very scarcely. Pokemon isn't even possible. Yeah, no, there's no way. They're swearing in this game. Yep, I think the shield, the shield hero would be very possible. Yusha, I'm not familiar with. Trigun collab since it's coming back. Maybe. I don't know if they've done a lot of collabs. I've seen one Demon Slayer collab, and it was with some weird title. Some weird, like, Bejeweled kind of game. It didn't make any sense to me. But that's what I remember. Shift Summer Booda, Sheeta says. Listen. Adis, they're not down. They don't want to collab with me. They are not interested. Demon Slayer have a collab in GBF? I don't know that acronym. Guilty Gear since Evo is next week. Grand Blue has done Demon Slayer a while ago. Still want Yu Yu Hakusho. That's the dream, so you can get Kurama. Fair enough. You would break the game. Of course they won't. I know you guys would go crazy for a Booda unit. That would be the ultimate privilege. Don't get it twisted. I talk my shit, but if they emailed me and were like, we want to do a featured Booda unit, I would simp so hard for them. Don't even, like, it's all a facade. I talk shit because it's fun, but if they knocked on my door, I'm flinging it open, okay? I know you guys would go ape shit, but I'm also not going to pretend like the Booda gang is the entirety of the population. There are plenty of players that do not like me. So, I don't know. Maybe that's reasoning enough. It's too niche. But listen, they have Kimiko now. They don't need me. They don't want me. It's fine. It's okay. I understand. I need to trademark myself so I can then, like, sell. Can you trademark yourself? I don't think you can. Nope. Oh, there's no other skills that I care to give Leona right now. Let's do this. No, Tweaks. I think if Tweaks was a unit, he would want to be a support unit. He would want to be a support unit. I would want to be DPS. Tweaks would want to be a support unit. I also just noticed that Leona Princess Summer in the tier list, her main role is Tweaks' lover. God dang it! This one would be him teleporting to a random spot on your screen. Just coming out from the side. Just literally. Tweak's unit would be his face reveal? No, Ordon, it would be the opposite. He would be an invisible unit. Tweaks would be 1 out of 1 skill board unit, but still slap so hard. Shivbakal. Is Tweaks a Pakal fan? I don't know. Demon Slayer has been in Puzzle and Dragons, Grand Blue Fantasy, Monster Strike, Near Reincarnation. They were in Near Reincarnation, Ninjala, Crash Fever, Tower of Saviors, and one other whose name I can't remember. That's quite a lot. That makes me feel like it's possible. Problem is, Tweaks' unit would never exist because they can't afford him. That's the problem. Omyuji Arena. I don't know any of those. I'm surprised Near Reincarnation had. Near Reincarnation Demon Slayer. I don't think that's real. I think that's fake news. Or is it coming? Because there's certainly no images of it. Yeah, that was cap, my friend. Near Reincarnation did not get them. CQ is also 2D pixel gacha RPG like LC. Bleach has a new season coming out, not dead. Yeah, no. Bleach is about to have a resurgence. Because they're animating that final arc. So, it's going to have eyeballs. Google would never lie, of course. How could I be so foolish to think such a thing? It was never dead? What do you mean? There's been no action. Since the manga ended, there's been nothing about Bleach, other than the game. That's what I'm saying. Light novels does not equal relevant, bro. Of course, Bleach has its dedicated fan base that's always going to preach for it. But there's no, like, when I'm talking about relevant, I'm talking about things that are ongoing that have spotlight on them. So Dragon Ball Super, freaking, you know, Demon Slayer movies, freaking Boruto, the anime, One Piece manga still going, and the anime. That's what I'm talking about. Bleach, to me, light novels aren't relevancy. No one's talking about them with a big audience. Crushed its larger fan base. For me, Bleach hit a freaking nosedive when everyone was just talking shit about the way it ended. But again, I'm a very... Because you know how you have levels to your fan bases? You have like the core... Then you have people that follow it pretty strictly. Then you have people that just kind of hear about things. That's me. Like, I was just hearing about things. And to me, when you have an audience that's just hearing about things so it's relevant, that's what keeps it, like, relevant to the mainstream to me, is when you have an audience that just hears about things. I haven't heard anything about Bleach besides the game since the manga ended. And all I remember was everyone was disappointed. The majorities were disappointed. Maybe if you were like a detail guru and you had all the justification in your head because you had all the lore in your head, that's not the majority audience. The majority audience, I remember, was like, they rushed this. It didn't feel good. There's more questions than answers. I didn't like it. That's what I remember. Calphanite is in the building. No one wants a Boruto collab. No, they don't. I don't. But freaking Baryon mode Naruto slaps, so that's still relevant. And the movie was only an hour and a half. I don't think that's a horrible thing. Yeah, I was on the outside of fan base of Bleach yourself, but I was always hanging around serious Bleach fans. That's fair enough. Everybody watches Dragon Ball for the punching, not the story. Dragon Ball Super, I would be happy to go on a whole rant of how much I hate that show. I honestly, and I've noticed online, Dragon Ball Super hatred is such a complex argument, apparently. There are many different sides to the argument that have many different arguments to support their reasoning. It's like, oh, well, Dragon Ball Z is the same thing as Super. Maybe. Maybe I'm just at a stage in life where the story sucks ass. And if I would have been in my current state now, Dragon Ball Z would have also sucked ass. Maybe. I don't think so. That's not the impression I personally get when I think about it. But sure. Regardless, I think Dragon Ball Super is absolute garbage. I think the story writing's horrible. I think it's so rushed that the freaking Toriyama and whoever the Morimoto, or no, who's the other guy? They have no time to even like remember things to put together a cohesive story that doesn't have plot holes all over the place. And I don't know. Super was your favorite Dragon Ball series. I know Tweaks is lying. It isn't the same. Super. Okay, so I'm glad that most of you in here agree with me. DBS is trash. You ever watch DBZ Abridged? DBZ Abridged is incredible. DBZ Abridged is a masterpiece. It's not that Super is good, it's that Super is still Dragon Ball. Correct, exactly. You just have a Goku face and a Vegeta and a Gohan. But I mean, it just pisses me off when you have things like the One Piece anime that's gotten better over time and the animation is so pleasing to watch. Like, how does Dragon... Like, I don't know how you can justify... I don't know how you can justify the Dragon Ball IP putting out the animation that they do. And I'm going to be honest with you. I can acknowledge that, like, the Tournament of Power had some clean animation, but I still don't like it. I don't like the art style that they went in the direction for Dragon Ball Super. The more cartoony, I don't know how you would call it, but it just doesn't, I don't get the same, and that's what makes me wonder if, like, I'm just biased to that classic Dragon Ball look. However, the animators were shading and drawing back in the day. But then I think of One Piece animation, and I fucking love the One Piece animation that's currently going on. Oh, there's a bot. God dang it, I'm so sorry. They're just going rampant right now. These bots are nuts. Super sus bots. Dragon Ball is an anime. It's bad looking. It is as an adult. The thing is, watching it as a kid is just super different. And that's the main argument I hear, is that if you were a kid watching Dragon Ball Super, you wouldn't be thinking any of these things. So then why... Yeah, no, I can totally get on board with certain scenes in Dragon Ball Z that sucked. I can get on board with that. But I don't have the capacity to, like, recall everything. I can just go off of my impressions. And I think the difference is that even with the bad animation that Z would do, look at me, I'm just talking and not grinding. Even with the bad animation that Dragon Ball Z would have, I feel like the storytelling might have made up for that. And so I was still invested in the story. So the bad animation was still telling a story that I actually liked and that didn't piss me off. But now Dragon Ball Super is a story that I hate, and the animation sucks in a lot of places. And maybe that's the combination, and that's the difference. But again, it's just Booda speculation. I don't agree with that at all. I've watched DBZ again and as an adult, and it was amazing compared to Dragon Ball Super. And I've also seen... I've seen a breakdown. I remember one of the best videos I watched. I can't remember who made it, but it was a breakdown of DBZ animation versus Super animation. The way that they used impact drawing, right? Like with the lines, when you're throwing a punch, you see the lines, which makes you visualize the speed of the punch. Like, Dragon Ball Super didn't use anything like that, especially in the beginning. They did more towards the end in Super, but even in Super, even in Tournament of Power, there was animation that I'm just watching and I'm like, this looks like shit. I'm not invested at all. When I see Goku punch Kefla, I have no feeling of strength because it looks like they're 10-year-olds throwing punches. Any parts of Super I like. Currently, the only thing I like from Super, and this is honestly, I'm really thinking here. I'm trying to like keep the salt rage at a minimum so I can think productively. The only thing I can recall liking from Super is nothing from the anime. It's just simply Vegeta's Ultra Ego transformation look. That's the only thing I like. I don't like any of the other transformations. Like, Mastered Ultra Instinct does not make me excited. Like, I'm not like, oh, the power! Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. I like the design. I like the effectiveness. And I like the concept of attaining them more than any of the God transformations. I'm on the I like Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 is my favorite transformation. They could have just copied the exact same transformation of Super Saiyan 4 and brought it into Dragon Ball Super, and I would immediately like this show more because of the aesthetics. I despise all of the God transformations except for Ultra Ego. More bots, man. What's happening? Naked sex. I feel like someone's somehow spamming me. Oh, you know why? You know why? Because I don't have it set to subscriber chat. That's why. Damn it. I don't think I can edit it. Damn. That's why. I'm like, why have we never had this issue before? Yeah, there's no editing it after the fact. That's tough. Aha, here we go. Save it. Okay, hopefully that will help. Hopefully that will help. We don't have to restart the stream, Cal. Luckily. There's 100 of y'all in here. Thank you for sticking around, chilling with your boy. I know y'all are patiently waiting for these 13 ticket summons. Hopefully that helps. Tweaks was down though. Tweaks was finally found a sexy website he could visit. There we go. Tyler, welcome to the Booda gang. I think it's set so that you can't chat for 5 minutes, so you will have to wait if you wanted to send a comment my way. Apologies. Dojo is in the building. Welcome back, my friend. We're still going strong. Gohan Beast. I hate it. I hate it. I just hate all of it, man. Here's how I see Dragon Ball Super in one sentence. Top tier fan service. It just seems like all of the fan service transformations that people would make in their own Dragon Ball Super and give them blue hair and purple hair and white hair, that's just, they've made it canon. That's it. That's it. I think I'm not a fan of the 3D animation at all that they chose to experiment with. I think they tried to make the way I see Beast Gohan is they tried to just all Super is fan service recreations of Dragon Ball Z arcs. That's all it is. And extra fan service. It's fan service recreations of Dragon Ball Z arcs with extra fan service. Like, there's nothing compelling. There's nothing original. There's nothing like, oh my god, that I ever hear that ropes me in and I'm so fucking interested, right? I think I'm not supposed to curse if I have any HelloFresh stuff on there, but hopefully they're not watching this. I see a lot... Well, what's funny now is that I see a lot more fan ideas that sound cool than the actual anime and manga produce. So, like, the Goku Black arc is one of my most despised arcs in Dragon Ball history. All they were doing was bringing back Future Trunks for the sake of bringing back Future Trunks, because he was a fan favorite. And what did they decide to do? They decided to make an evil Goku. An evil Goku. I thought the plot was terrible. I thought the explanations on how power-ups worked and I thought it all sucked. The time travel theory, the more they expanded on it, the more I didn't like it. What I thought was way freaking doper, someone said, what if they did an evil future Gohan? So Gohan Black, if you want to call it that. Immediately, I'm already more intrigued. Because now you have the history of Trunks and future Gohan. Like, that goes, to me, way deeper. It has way more depth of an idea and different emotions, human emotions that you can connect with and relate to. Just from that change alone, an evil future Gohan. And I think the fans would have liked that more, because future Gohan is a huge draw to the entire future arc. Dojo. I'm not even gonna say it. Abandoned father, evil Gohan taking revenge timeline. Abandoned for that's funny. But I hate the and then the I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep talking about it. Like I said, I can go on forever, but you love the Zamasu arc. It had feeling. It didn't, man. It didn't when I thought about, like, what. I don't know. I didn't get those feelings, Reason. I didn't get those feelings at all. Did you watch dub or sub translations on the dub? I don't watch dub. Undefinable. I don't watch dub. I never watch super dub. I don't want it to ruin the voices of my DBZ dub. I haven't watched dub anime since I was a teenager. I've seen clips of the dub over super animation, and it makes me cringe. So it leads me to believe that I would not enjoy it. Oh, guys, we're getting there. 45 minutes. 45 minutes. What was I fighting? The Ashen Coast? Oh goodness, we're gonna go under. We're gonna go under at 120. That's really sad. You ever watch Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple? You gotta watch it in dub. Great voice actors. Super dub is garbage. Aliop. Yep. The sub makes me cringe because it is an old lady screaming her voice out. Oh, see, I don't know. The Japanese sub has a lot of older women playing the main role, so I guess just because it's normal. It's a normalcy. It doesn't bother me at all. I know, right? The disrespect on Masako is just blasphemous right now. This day, my favorite anime. Out of respect, I'm not going to say the joke about Dispo's dub voice. I don't think anyone cares about respecting Dispo. I think Dispo is lame. So, I don't know if that opens up the door for ya. Dispo was just like another lame birder. DM it to me. Sako tries, I'm sorry, that muscular man with that voice, it's just not. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, in Super, they made him not muscular, right? So, that should help. They decided that they were going to go not muscular with God transformation, but then all of a sudden, somewhere down the line, the God transformations get the muscular physique back. It's just, it's all now. Oh, that's funny as hell. I may have to give that a listen just for a laugh. But another good dub was Yu Yu Hakusho FMA Brotherhood. FMA Brotherhood did have a good dub. I will agree to that. Joey, hello, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Booda gang. It's because Ultra Instinct doesn't increase strength, just reaction speed. Same goes for red versus blue. They are emotion-based powers. See, I'm pretty sure Undefinable, you can find statements that contradict that. I'd be willing to bet. All I know, and I don't have them off the top of my head, is that there are just points that contradict points and retcons all over Super that I just don't like. And I haven't heard any arguments that change my mind. Naruto, I don't like Naruto's dub. I like Naruto's sub. Usually a sub person, but there are specific animes that have good dub. I just haven't heard it. I don't know. I've always attributed it, and there are exceptions, like with Dragon Ball Z, and like you said, FMA Brotherhood, but I've always, what am I doing? I've always blamed it on just the language itself. I think it's because in the Japanese culture, and maybe it's just because not IRL. Not IRL, right? Japanese culture is not how anime is. But maybe because anime originated in Japan, the language sounds better to me. Even though I don't even know what they're saying. It sounds better. When you start putting the phrasing and the wording and the language of English to what's happening in anime and manga, it doesn't match in my head. There's like a disconnect. Because I can't envision people in English going, "My power is reaching its maximum." Like, that sounds lame to me. That sounds lame to me. But when I read it and I hear it in Japanese, it doesn't sound so lame. Duraxis, what's going on? We're just ranting, you know. Once we go on long enough with these Booda streams, they just become rant sessions. So we're talking about sub versus dub animes. We were talking about how Dragon Ball Super sucks. Just having a great old discussion here. Pokemon? Yeah, no. Oh yeah, time to turn up! It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. French films dubbed over English. Dubbed over in English feel whack. So I think there is something psychological with the language. I think if the dub voice actor is reading word for word the Japanese script, it gets weird. They gotta make it their own spin. Yeah, maybe if they phrased things different. Maybe there needs to be more swearing. I don't know. Because if someone's like powering up, like in America, right? I can envision someone who's riled up to start just swearing and yelling at someone like a simpleton. So maybe that's the language that needs to be used, not big vocabulary SAT words. Like, the strength of my core is increasing exponentially. No one says that when they're about to whoop someone's ass here. But it needs to show these amateurs, dubbers, what voice acting is really like. Yeah, okay, Cal. I would never. Am I making sense or am I just ranting? Yu-Gi-Oh! Aggressively draws in English. YouTube has some archived. I think sometimes they Americanize the dialogue though, and it changes the tone and inflection of what character says, and thus changes the character overall. That's a good point. So basically it's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose situation. The English dub of Castlevania was great, and I think that's in part because it was made by a Western studio. You know what I think has great voice acting? Freaking Avatar: The Last Airbender. That was produced in America. But it's considered an anime, I think. Right? So there's my evidence. That's my evidence to my argument. Avatar: The Last Airbender. As you just said, Castlevania, Full Metal Panic. I think there's something about adapting the language of the culture that's most frequent with that language. And I don't know the science, and I don't know exactly what you have to do, but that's what I feel. And this is gonna be painful. Let me check how much we have to do before I pull that trigger, because we obviously have to. Because we gotta do 10 runs of the freaking ghosts. Alright. We're almost there, y'all. Almost there. I can't wait for the movies. Hopefully they don't mess them up. Which movies? I'll watch either sub or dub. It's not a big deal to me. I watch the majority of One Piece in dub. That's a tall order, man. I salute you. So how many crystals did these 13 tickets cost us? We went from 120.8. We're going to go to 119. So 1,000 crystals. That's a good... I'm not mad at that discount. 1,000 crystals for 13 singles. Avatar: The Last Airbender, the original makers are making 3 new movies. Not the live action crap. Thank goodness. Yeah, the Avatar live action was about on the same level as the Dragon Ball live action movie. Oh, 10 runs of this. Lovely. Some shows are better in dub, not just because of the voice acting, but because you need to focus more on what's happening on screen instead of reading the subs. Like, can you give me an example? I can't relate to that one. No, I haven't gotten the trade shop ones yet, so maybe it'll be more. Maybe it'll be more summons than I originally thought, so that'll be great. Obviously, the event points, we already got all those, yes. But I haven't even looked in the event trade shop yet. Congrats, Diraxis. Big W for your account. I remember watching DB Evolution as a kid and was so lost. DB Evolution. So bad. So bad. Sorry, Booda, my Sharingan isn't strong enough to read the subs. It's fine. Listen, enjoy the shows as you like. together. Suppose I could see that. The only example I can think of is when you got multiple voices going on and off subtitles or just vomit it all over. How many gems? 1,000 fabrics. Well, no, I've spent 900 so far, but it'll take me 1,000 gems to get what we need to get done. It's not bad. Looking at it from purely a crystal to summon cost. It's a nice discount. We have to come up with our own discounts because Last Cloudia only offers step-ups to freaking paid players. Those nasty, scummy paid players. A good example is Attack on Titan, where there's a bunch of clues and foreshadowing in the animation itself. Yeah, but I enjoy Attack on Titan in sub. And even if there's something that maybe I didn't catch, it doesn't take away from my experience. So excited to use up event orbs for Limit Breaker. I bet you are, Cal. I'm sad. I'm sad because I've been a scrub and I've used all of my dailies, my daily orbs on freaking events leading up to this. So, as you can see, it amounted to nothing. Ace Man, what are you talking about? I'm free to play, bro. I'm free to play. I'm so free to play. I'm the freest to play that you've ever seen. It's true. These are facts. Oh, you guys know. Once I get hangry and I get my patience worn down, Toxic Booda comes out, okay? Yeah, exactly. Free to play Booda count. Look. It's free to play. Free to play. Free to play. I'm all free to play. Free to play. They removed the free 10 pulls in the paid banner. So they only do the free 10 pulls on DOH paid banners on the step-ups. They have a different format for every step-up banner. Not every, for certain step-up banners. For collabs and seasonals, they don't do the free 10 pull, if I'm recalling correctly. Gotcha. Summer units are all available every summer. Yes. That's the only time. And Valentine's. Valentine's Day, they bring back seasonals as pitiable. It's true. It is indeed true. Something went terribly wrong. Whoa. Looking at my Streamlabs right now. And the whole website broke. What's happening right now? Summer units were only available on Halloween. Well, hate to break it to you, Michigo. I hate to break it to you. How many more? Papper's done with this. Papper's over it. One more round, my friend. Once we use 10 more orbs, we'll get to the good stuff. Calvinite, I don't think they'll ever give us a Halloween unit. Unless there's reason to think otherwise. We've got 2 years of proof that they ain't about it. It would be nice. I think they could make some good money if they did that. Seasonal LR arcs confuse me so much. They look so goofy. What do you mean? The seasonal arcs look cool. I like the Halloween ones. Just giant pumpkins. Probably ways off if they even thinking about Sheeta. But I need you to eat a sandwich and support me here. Fair enough. Fair enough. It seems today I'm the one that has chosen violence, Cal. There was a day recently that Calvinite was in the Discord swinging. A very rare state for him. Fair enough, I know. Sheeta is a design favorite for a lot of people. He's definitely a fascinating unit. The plane only offered complimentary drinks, so you're hungry too. And ooh. Oof! You taking a trip for leisure or work? Love Sheeta. He's on your second main unit team. Him and Leona with Tyria as support. Sounds like a great team. Can't even cap. How fast this man is. He's so quick. He's so cool. Just got back from visiting family. Fair enough. So just going back home, I see. Bag of peanuts ain't enough to keep you full on a 4-hour flight. I need to go grocery shopping. The thing is, I've been going ham, y'all. Have you been noticing? Freaking streams, videos, pumping that stuff out. I'm trying to put in the work so that we can get more sponsors so that I can actually feel comfortable again. But I need to go get food. And I need to do grocery shopping. It's tough. It's tough. It's a tough balancing act, life is. We do have our HelloFresh boxes coming in next week, so I'm excited. Make some cooking streams for y'all. Show you what it's about. Hopefully convert some of y'all to want to try it. To do a video for Shift Lancevale. I did a long time ago, but I could do another one. Because now I could do the same kind of thing with Leona, where he gets all the current single wheel buffs from Shift Roland, or the Dravana arc, and Shift Balin's charisma. Listen, if you thought I was bad at multitasking in general, just wait till you see me streaming it. Whew. Gonna wait till my lessons with my gym trainer end before hopping on the HelloFresh train, Cal. Fair enough, my friend. Fair enough, we'll see. Like I mentioned, there's 20 days we have to fill up that green bar that you see over there. Once that campaign ends, I think it's totally dependent on how we do to see if they're interested in working with me again. So I need to figure out how to sell you all of you. I need to figure out how to convince you to spend $30 on food. You would think it'd be easy, but it's really not. Gonna wait. Why? What are you saying, Cal? Leona is fun. Start summoning? I can't yet. Sorry. I'm just over here doing what I don't need to do. And that's a whole lot of nothing. That's how you convince us Well, you've got about 7 more meals. 7 more meals. Okay. Let me just tell you how we know your boy Booda's functioning at about 22%. I just said 7 more meals. That's the pitch for HelloFresh. And that's not even it. It's 16 free meals. I was going to say 5 more orbs. And I said 7 free meals. 7 more meals. I need to get my brain checked, I think. Selling them short. Yeah, so Booda's... I'm not actually a human. I'm a robot. So I need to go back to the Tesla factory to get reprogrammed. How HelloFresh saved my life. Imagine. How HelloFresh turned me into Tweaks. Gonna wine and dine the lady. They love when you cook for them. Telling you. I thought I was gonna get a guaranteed 50 sales as soon as I said mukbang with Lady Booda, but again, like I said, sales is a game, and some people are really good at playing it. One more run, my friends, and we are getting to the good stuff. Just need a recharge, Ace Man. That is very true. I don't want to worry you guys. I'm not going to tell you my eating habits currently. I think my body's probably eating itself. But isn't fasting a good thing? Isn't fasting a good thing? They're different, Sagasa. They're different enough to where, like, I wouldn't say one is better than the other. For this game, just units being 2 different elements puts them in different categories that are relative to comparing. Intermittently fasting is not starving yourself for random amounts of hours. That's not... I can't consider that fasting. It's also good to break fast. It is. The problem is I haven't eaten since yesterday. I think I had like a roll of sushi on yesterday's stream. And that was when? At like 1 o'clock. And then I haven't eaten since. So it's been 24 hours. That's not good. I don't think it is. I had Pringles at like 9 p.m. last night. That was Crypt! I should have added him. But I don't think I'm cool enough. I don't have the VO. It's possible for a collab or DOH. Talking to folks who enjoyment is gambling on digital units. Teach us how to save crystals and apply those funds to something that will nourish our bodies. Yeah. We got 5. We got 5 people over there. I did it. I'm also not doing a sponsored campaign right now for this stream. So I'm kind of just bullshitting. But maybe that's counterproductive. Maybe I need to shut up and not be fully transparent. You've slain all the beasts on this list. Thank you. One more thing. The curse on this island... He's just repeating the same shit. Okay. That's original. Yeah, I'm not woozy yet. Or maybe I am and I just don't know it. Red Hot 10 spin gotcha ticket, y'all. I'm glad I wasn't wrong about this. And you know what I'm also glad for? I'm also glad that I didn't know there were tickets in the trade shop. So, how many is the question? We have 5,600 coins. There's no tickets in the trade shop. I see no tickets. Are Tweaks? Care to explain, my friend? The other one? Oh, well, like vacation medals? Ah. Can I afford it? I can't even afford the 6. That's unfortunate. How many are we off? By 100? That's unfortunate. I already have Angela. Should I still get Maja with your ticket? Yes, Dawn. Yes. Undefinable. Don't get me excited now. You do that. Listen, you get an exclusive tag in Discord where we get to talk and share our recipes and cooking skills. HelloFresh gang. It's a very exclusive club. Alright. That's makes me sad. Let's just get all this stuff. You've been doing intermittent fasting since April and I have lost weight plus your body feels better. And you know what could help you even more? Is that when you break your fast, you eat a healthy, affordable, convenient meal from HelloFresh. How did I do? I need to get better at sales. I've never been a salesman, and you know what I think my problem is? I've always been a person who is sale adverse. So when I get the feeling that someone's selling me on something, I immediately close off and I stop listening so much. So I think then trying to be that person is uncomfortable for me. And that's a glimpse into Buddha psychology. It's just different. How do we not feel that way? That's why it's nerve-wracking for me to like take on sponsorships, because it's like, that's why so many people get called a sellout, especially like during the crypto wave where everyone was trying to get you to buy their NFT, and it felt scummy. The reason I didn't mind taking this one is, like I've said probably 30 times now, I use them and I love them, and Lady Booda loves them, and I get very good rewards from her when I cook HelloFresh for her. So why not share that with you guys? You know? Why not share this IRL with you guys? A way that I have found gets me one step closer and provides so much else. It's just a win-win. Salesmanship is a skill you learn by doing. It's similar to courting, but with a different ending. Ahmad, yes. So hopefully we will develop that skill. I can tell you, I'm sure you guys can feel it. I'm so uncomfortable when I go into these weird mini pitches, but I'm doing it because there ain't no gain without pain. There's no growth without putting yourself in the uncomfortable. To be honest, HelloFresh is a convenient choice if you're a busy individual. I tried it for a few months last year. It was really simple to follow. Guide, how to court Booda. You can cook me some HelloFresh tweaks. Get 16 free meals plus 3 surprise gifts with my link. Or go to HelloFresh.com and use my code POGSE. And then there's some numbers that I don't remember. Oh my god. Undefinable is looking now. Let me know what you find, man. And then tell me criticism. Like if you order it and it sucks, tell me. So then I can figure out why does it suck and what's wrong. I've had great experiences with it. And someone did give a little testimony that when they had an issue with a box that was delivered, it was very hassle-free to get a refund and a redelivery of their box. So I think they're a good company. I think they're a good service. Calphinite, you've tried them. You said it was very convenient. And yeah, I think there is more to gain by trying it than to lose. How can I get 100 medals quickly? I can't. Can I? I don't think I can. Does anyone know a way I can get 100 medals quickly? You very much convinced you to use it, Itaro? Did I? Why not share this with you guys, says Booda as he accidentally points backwards directly towards Leona's. But didn't you just hear my analogy? That can equal this. It's just one piece of the puzzle that has a lot of points behind it. I promise you. Do you guys understand your boy Booda's been unemployed for almost 2 years now? And a very beautiful working class lady has decided to keep me around. What do you think I do for her? This is a product that helps anyone that's like your boy Booda as a simp lord. You don't have to just take my word for it. You can try it out. Support your boy Booda and yourself and your partner. The logic is there, I'm telling you. You also gain cooking skills, which is our generation, an upgrade in our skill tree in a favor of gaming ability skills. Yes. No, it's very cool. I talked about it in yesterday's stream. I can't think of a way to get these medals without doing like auto farming, so we're just gonna be a ticket less, guys. You make YouTube videos and help Last Cloudia get views, so to speak. In a way, that's its own job in this day and age. Well, that's when people ask me what I do as a YouTube content creator. The next step of explanation is I make tutorials on a video game and people listen, right? So basically you're a video game professor, online video game school for Last Cloudia. And usually that makes people's... That clicks, right? People can understand that. Alright. 7 and 1. Save the last ticket for cooking stream. Why not? Cooking stream coupled with a little single summon. Guys, how do you want it? You tell me. Do you want 7 singles and then a multi, or do we just go 7 and then 10? Booda live in the house husband dream. I am. I am. And I can confidently say, HelloFresh has helped me achieve that dream. So. All of it, give you all of it. Send it. Yeah, but that doesn't help because I can send it in multiple ways. Are you saying all of it just like 7 and then 10? Is that what you're saying? Awkward multi followed by a true multi? Because that's going to go by like this. That's a lot of waifu on one banner. Single 7 and 10. Yes, the moment is here. 7, then 10. 7 and then 10. Single 7, then 10. We'll do single 7, then 10. It'll build the suspense. Here we go. Number 1 out of 17. We're going to do the singles. We're going to do the singles, y'all. We'll do the small build-up and then the big finale. And we're going to watch every animation until that point, because then we can know we can skip. Once more, shall we? Technically, we're scheduled to go until 2 p.m., so it's only right. Kraken at the blue with no squad. I lied. We're not watching, because that looks hopeless. Number 3. Oh my goodness, nothing. Nothing. Vember, welcome back. We're going 7 singles, and now we're down to 4. And then our 10 spin ticket. No one walking up with us. Kraken at the blue. So far we've had 4 blues, y'all. 4 blues. I'm going to start with the left hand for the last 3. I'm nervous. Zekis. And no squad. For me equals no hope. 5 blues. Left hand. My nose is dripping. And no one's walking up with us. HelloFresh, I need it. We need some HelloFresh help right now. I'm gonna go with the left hand again. The girls are playing at the beach. They have no time for your boy Booda. Even with the fresh fit, Zekis. We're cracking at the SR, but with no squad, I just don't know. Let's watch it. 1 flashback. 2 flashbacks. And it stays at the gold. I've been having that happen so often that it's starting to eat away at my soul. Taking off the glasses. I need to look at you guys. We need to harness this energy. Oh. I don't want to tap the screen. This looks like a big shaft. Whoa! That was unexpected. Guaranteed arc. Very unexpected. 1 SSR. Is it the new LR? It was indeed a shaft. Sagasa. That was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. Four hours of work for that. Four hours of work for that. Well, see Princess Lila it is. And we have to get back to 120. That'll be fine after the dailies. After the dailies, we'll get back to 120. I know we have a lot of crystals, don't we? A lot of them. But she ain't worth it, my friends. Do we have 100? No. We have 56 paid. Oh, Leona. It's okay. Here's the thing. Other than just like getting shafted, that hurts. It's not a big loss to me that we don't have her. So, 12.76% chance of pulling her in 17 singles. Yeah, very low. That's a very, very low chance. So, I'm so sorry this was anticlimactic, guys. Somewhere along the way, your boy Booda lost that free-to-play luck essence. But we have last ticket from the medals. Yes, we do. So I guess your boy's going to get on that grind. We just do our auto farm and we get all the medals that we could ever dream of. Congrats, Ace Man. I have one. I have one summer unit in the form of this girl. Absolutely useless. Guys, thank you for hanging out with your boy Booda. Staying with me for an extended stream. I think it's time I go get some food, take care of some stuff. You guys know a Power Creep podcast is coming tonight with the homie tweaks. We'll see if the other guys are able to do it, but at least we have one person here that can get these characters consistently. Enjoy your sleep, Sagasa, and that's all I got for you this time, guys. Like the stream, just to make me feel a little better. Give me some kind of compensation for grinding all of that unnecessarily. And with all that being said, y'all know what we say. Work hard, play hard. See you in the next video.